ダメだねダメよダメなのよダメだねダメよダメなのよ
Fencers, what is going on? Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. My name is the Fence Child, and I'm happy to be here to bring you a place to share your story and be part of ours. Come on in. Welcome. Happy Monday. It's a new week. It is Monday, June 9th. And boy, we got a show for you today. We're playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33 here in just a few. We got a new question of the day inspired by Claire Obscure Expedition 33. And a whole lot of really cool battle mechanics and probably a whole lot of heartache waiting for you today, my friends. We're asking everybody today, how do we decide which things we can change and which things we can't? We'll get some context to that question a little bit later on as to where it came from, and I'll give you a small bit of a refresher on where we're going into when we start the game. But before all then, I'd like to catch up with all you beautiful people.
I'm not on duty today.
You're not on duty today? You fooled me. You came out. So, I mean, that's duty achieved. He said duty. Freeps, what's up, man? Mashi, what's going on? Jen, welcome back. Magic Jack, Reggie, what's going on, my friends? Jenny, how are you doing? Sadistic, what's up, dude? How are you today? I saw your sandwich. I saw you with your sandwich. It sounds like a tasty guy right there. Conwolf, welcome to the fence. How are you doing today? Welcome. Hello. Nice to meet you. Hope you're having an excellent start to your week. Oh man, I'm excited, guys. I've been thinking about this game for like the last 4 days. I am so excited to play some more today. It's crazy. I saw it anyway, Sadistic. Close all your windows. I wanted to share the art of Taffy's limit break in Discord for anyone else to see. Yeah, it's cool. It's awesome, man. Thanks for sharing it. I appreciated it. It's good foil, man. I noticed that whenever you shared it last week, I was like, oh, dude, that actually looks super duper shiny. That's one of the things that caught my eye about it in the first place. Oh my God, Conwolf, somebody said, what the raid? What the flux? Oh my God. I wasn't expecting that. Holy crap. How are you doing? Mimu guided this stinky raid. Oh my God, it's getting smelly in here. It's getting smelly in here.
God.
Huh?
I was just about to say.
Is it because of the APOM?
Whoa, are you streaming?
It's because of the APOM.
Yeah, probably.
Saranic, what's going on? Welcome to the fence. How are you doing today? Happy Monday, my new friend. Blow up the chat. Don't blow up the chat. Where are the Fence T raids at? Hey, yo, fencers, help me. Help me. Raise your army of Moogles. We must defend. We must defend. Splitter, what's going on? Welcome to the fence. Very nice to meet you. Yo, Conwolf, thanks for the raid, man. I appreciate it very much. Everybody go drop Conwolf a follow. Show him some love for being excellent and coming on over to our side of the fence, making the grass a little greener, hanging out with us tonight while we play a very heart-wrenching kind of game. It's gonna get sad. It's gonna get sad. But you know what? We're gonna get through it together. We're gonna raise our spirits. We're gonna lift them up. We're gonna fight the sadness. We will overcome. Oh man, I got you, dog. Mimu recommended you, says you're awesome. That's because Mimu's awesome. Mimu is the top dog. She rocks, man. Also, she might have excellent taste. Yeah, she's one of the better streamers out there. Along with you, Conwolf. We got the two top doggies out here. Thank you again for coming on in. If you guys don't know me, I am the Fence Child. You can just call me Fence. I'm a variety streamer. I play a lot of RPGs, JRPGs. Conwolf, dude, thank you so much for that follow. Holy smokes. Get the welcome commands out, everybody. Bring them on over. Bring them on over to our side of the fence. Thank you for planting fresh buds. We appreciate you making the grass a little greener. As I was saying, I am a variety streamer. Splitter! Yo, same to you. Welcome our new friends. Welcome them on over. Splitter! Thanks for watering the fields, man. I appreciate you being here today. I play a lot of JRPGs like Final Fantasy, Persona. I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan, big Draconeer fan. I love great stories. I love anime, and JRPGs are just anime video games. I mean, it's awesome. So we really like, oh, of course it was Mimu. Of course it was Mimu. We'll get your squats. Hold on. Hold the phone. One second. I really like video games because they have a unique ability to not only tell stories, but to allow us to connect with them. And I'm also a huge mental health advocate. I work in the mental health field. I believe in raising awareness for mental health, advocating for other people's mental health experiences, and giving people a place to share their stories and for us to be a part of them. So that's a big part of what this place is. If you ever feel like you are in need of support and you need a place, a community to talk about your problems, to talk about what's going on, and be able to receive support and also tie your love of video games in at the same time, this is the place for you. All right, you can always share what's going on. Elgoom, it's not time for you right now. What are you doing? Oh my God.
I think. I love
Oh my God.
Doritos.
A capybara. A
My favorite
capybara.
game is Dead or Alive Extreme. And also I identify as a gremlin.
Yeah, I believe that he identifies as a gremlin. That's Elgoom. That's our resident Moogle. You can make him say stuff. He's a goofy little guy. He also runs an evil corporation of fast food where he sells fried chocobo. It's not okay. I don't know why we let him be here. But seriously, you're more than welcome to talk about whatever you're going through here. We will support you. We'll be there with you. I don't have any problem with people sharing. I know a lot of streamers out there who are just like, don't bring that real stuff into my chat. I'm not one of them. I get why other people don't want that, but we are a support channel too. And video games a lot of times come second to the community. So, we also have mental health resources if you're feeling like you're at risk or at any, whether you're at risk to yourself or like you're in a point of crisis, type in !help, super simple, HELP, and you'll get access to a resource there. They have crisis lines available in over 130 different countries. This one website will connect you to any of them. So all you do is click on the link in the website. It'll kind of ask you, what you're going through and where you're from. And then it'll connect you to relevant resources in your area. It's really super cool. And of course, last but not least, you can jump into our Discord server if you want peer support 24/7. All of our community members are volunteers. We're not mental health professionals. We're not trained counselors or anything like that. We're just other people like you with our own stories, our own lived experience, and willingness to share and connect with people on what's going on. So if talking on stream is not for you, that's cool. You have that option in the Discord server too. Check out the peer-to-peer channel, and there's also mental health resources there for you in the resource center. I know that it's sometimes hard to find a community where you can just open up about this stuff. We want to make sure this is available to you and to anybody else who might want to take advantage of it. All right. Okay. I think that just about covers everything. If you have to raid and run, I totally understand, Conwolf. I know how it is after a stream. You get tired. Take care of yourself. Get some rest. Get some relaxation. Get some food, maybe. I don't know how long you were live today, but if you want to hang out for a little while, feel free to do that too. You got so many choices in this life. Don't make me make them for you. But I appreciate you bringing your people by, and we'll make sure to take good care of them in the meantime. All right. What were you streaming today anyway? What do you like to play? I'm sorry, I usually ask that much earlier, and you guys caught me like right at the beginning of my show, so I'm kind of in like intro mode still. Forgive me. Kronos, I love that emote. Yep. Big advocate of it too, brother. Thank you for doing what you do. Man, Conwolf, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you being an advocate out there, opening the door for other people to be themselves. We need more of it. It's my pleasure, dude. Happy to contribute. Kind-hearted friend, what's up? Hi, Finn. Hi, chat. I just watched the first episode of A Race to Paintress. I cried. Oh, man. Dude, right. The Gomage. Oh, my God. It's freaking, it's crushing. Yeah, we've got all the VODs up on our VOD channel. If you haven't checked out the VOD channel yet, guys, I've got it here for...
What? Were you expecting him to say something else?
I don't know what I expect from you, Elgoom. I never know what I expect from you. If you want to check out our VOD channel, it's here. amongst many, many other things. I'm not always like super up to date with it, but I just uploaded all of our most recent VODs from like last week, including our Erase the Paintress streams, which is our Expedition 33 series. So if you're looking for some reactions to that, I am playing this game for the first time still. We're pretty early on. I just cleared the prologue. So feel free to check that out. Amongst all of our other playthroughs too, we've been playing Sea of Solitude. We've been playing Night in the Woods. We're pretty late in Night in the Woods now, and that's been a really good game. There's been a lot to talk about with that game. We'll be playing that some more on Wednesday. But yeah, KHF, oh, yeah, get your box of tissues ready. All right, there's probably going to be more tears today. Holy smokes. It's a sad game, dude. Fence, what are Moogles? I've never played Final Fantasy. Jenny says, Moogles are little creatures that'll either save your life or kill innocent birds. Listen. They're a mascot character from the Final Fantasy series. They're usually like small little floating. They're almost kind of like fairies, but way cuter. Depending on the Final Fantasy game, they could be couriers, like mail couriers. They might help you record your progress, like you save your game with them. Other times they're just like mysterious little things that not a lot of people have seen throughout their lifetimes. But in essence, they're mascot characters. But yeah. Aki, how are you doing today? I didn't get to greet you properly earlier, but I heard your yoo-hoo. I do gotta run because it's 2 a.m. for me. Oh my God, Con. Yeah, go get some rest, buddy. Go get some rest, dude. I will watch it on the mobile while I get ready for bed. Oh, brother, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for the support. Conwolf, I'm gonna drop you a follow, and I'll come check you out as soon as I'm able as well. It's not, is your profile picture your RuneScape character? Fantastic. That's excellent, dude. Oh, man, that takes me back. I used to play so much RuneScape. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Talk about grind the video game. But there was something so satisfying about that game's grind. Greg, what's up, man? Welcome back. How are you doing today? It's good to see ya. PokeRogue doing Mono Rock, but lost 4 times. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't think there's so much about what was in that sentence that I don't understand. Is PokeRogue a mod? Is it a fan game? Like what is that? I'm asking him questions when he just said he had to go. I don't know why I'm doing this. I always do this. Forgive me. All right, you don't have to answer my silly questions. You can just go about your business, all right? That's totally fine. I tried playing Clair Obscure, but it's not for me. I'm not into turn-based combat. It's too boring and complicated, but that's just me, said Magic Jack. The opening death didn't impact me much because I don't know who she was, so yeah, I'd rather watch someone play it. Well, then you're in the right place, Magic Jack. You're in the right place. Listen, not all video games are for everybody, all right? Some people are just not going to enjoy some things, and that's fine. Everybody's got their preferences, you know? I get it. I'm sorry you didn't enjoy your experience, Magic Jack, but it's good that you gave it a try. Did you get it on Steam? If you did you play it for less than 2 hours? You can refund that sucker. You can give it right back, get your money back. Don't forget that. Eagle, what's up, buddy? Welcome back, man. How are you doing? It's great to see you, man. Oh, I recognize this music. Yeah, Shadow of the Colossus. It's my favorite video games of all time. Favorite soundtracks of all time, too, man. It's so good. Okay, so like English folktales where you give an offering to the Fae and they return things in your life go better because of their background help. Sort of, kind of, yeah. Yeah, they're mostly like helpful. They're all pretty, I don't know if benevolent's the word. They're friendly, you know, they're friendly little critters. Most of them like to keep to themselves. PokeRogue's a roguelike Pokemon fan game. Okay. All right, cool. I had a feeling, I was like, I haven't heard of it before, but I know there's like a boatload of Pokemon fan games out there, and most of them I hear about through Mimu. She plays a lot of the different ones. Race to Wave 200 of the bosses along the way, but I'm doing the monotype challenges, so right now I can only use rock types. Oh, I get it. Okay, hence the name monotype. That makes sense. Conwolf, I appreciate you taking a minute to explain it to me, brother. That's very helpful. Thank you very much. Oh, man. That sounds like, that sounds tough, dude. That sounds tough. You got this, though, man. You got this. I'll try to tune in and see if I can see it for myself firsthand. I was the opposite. I didn't think I'd enjoy it, and now it's got my heart in a vice. Oh, man, Expedition 33 got you like Balatro got you, dude. It's wild. Thanks for the follow, my dude. Glad Mimu introduced me to you. I like to grow my community of streamers to watch it raid, etc., you know? See you around, brother. Have a blessed stream. Man, thank you. You too. I hope you have a great night and get some good rest. Have fun with whatever you do tomorrow. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I like to grow our network of streamers too. Good communities are better whenever they're connected to other good communities. You know what I mean? We're kind of in a new block now too. So it's nice of Mimu to help us get connected with some others, because usually I've been streaming like 3 hours earlier. I used to stream 3 hours earlier than I do now. And so this is much later than some of our communities used to. It also leaves me with different people to reach out to when I'm done, because we're also done like 2-3 hours later than we normally are. And that's been in a bit of an adjustment period. So this is only the second week with our new schedule now. So it's cool to get connected to cool people like Conwolf. Again, Mimu, thank you for the recommend. I really appreciate it. Thanks for telling Conwolf about us here. Let's get a little shout out for Mimu too, please. Y'all go follow Floofy Mimu if you're not doing so already. She's an excellent artist, really fun content creator, got chill vibes, and you can hit her with cheese. You can do it. She loves it. She loves it. Magic Jack says, today was a lot. I went to my doctor's this morning and got caught up with my appointments. Like on Wednesdays, I see the rheumatologist. Next week, I see the neurologist. And the week after, I see, look at the cheese. I told you. I told you.
Don't give them ideas.
This is her creating her own demise in real time.
I'm already having to make this emote. This emote
Oh,
is
man.
gonna be, what?
Perfect. Perfect.
Pelagium, please. Wait, no, it was Yule. Yule. I'm so used to. I'm so
Oh,
used to
man. She
Pelagium.
says
Oh
no,
my
but
God,
she
I'm
wanted
so
this to happen.
sorry.
She wanted this to happen.
The sound always.
I know. I
gets
love
me.
it. It's such a good sound effect.
Oh no. Oh no, Yule. I need
So you're
to
going to see
keep an eye out.
you're going to see the rheumatologist next
I'm
week,
onto you.
the
I'm
neurologist
onto
the week
you.
after, and you see the foot doctor.
Pelagium. Now it's now it's
Might have to get
okay.
surgery, dude. Oh
All
no.
is right in the world.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Pelagium bullying me, not Yule.
You know, I got a kitten last month, and she's adorable. The manager of the senior said she can only have one. Oh, does she have multiple cats? Dang, man. Why'd she get a kitten if she can't have more than one? What the heck? That is a whole day, man. Ah. I hope you don't have to get surgery. Keep us posted on that, though, man. Don't worry, Moogles don't actually have a restaurant in Corel where they fry chocobo. So far as you know. So far as you know. Mashi, how you doing tonight, man? Conwolfo's great. Really enjoy hanging out in his streams. Yeah, what do you like about Conwolfo's streams, Mimu? Ah, yes, the cheese slapping. I remember it as clear as daylight. Is it because it's bright like daylight? It's high up there in the audio frequency spectrum. That's for sure. A good healthy slap sound. Oh, man. It's like it made me mad because they allowed her to have her other cat until he passed last month. Manager's been kind of a pain because the senior center isn't really caring for her needs. Like, having me over not as much than this. Even though it was okay before, I'm not going to judge her too harshly because the assumptions are not fun. Ah, I see where you're coming from. Yeah. Huh. Well, wait, so she already had 2 cats? Is that what I'm hearing? I have to relocate it. Shoot, man. I'm trying to draw an eye, and it's genuinely starting to make me mad. Don't let it make you mad. If you're getting pissed off at it, walk away from it, Ghosty. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Give yourself a little break. Don't ruin the good experience of making stuff by doing it through anger, because all it does is make you remember the time you were pissed off about it, and the next time you want to sit down to do it, you're demotivated. You're demotivated, dude. That happens to me, and then I don't write music for 4 weeks. And, and it's like a whole thing. Tired, to be honest, and annoyed at my neighbors as always. Some things never change, Mashi. Why so tired, man? Where am I supposed to get a chocobo drumstick? You're asking the wrong guy, Mirrors. You're asking the wrong guy, dude. He makes times for his viewers while playing his game, said Moon. If someone's going through things, he wants to talk about it and be there for him. He's a sweet dude, I think. A little stinky, though, hence the stinky rate. Ah, well, you could be a sweet, stinky little guy. And that's fair. That's fair. It happens. Oh, he sounds so nice, though. I'm very much looking forward to going and hanging out with him. She had 2 cats, one passed away, and now has got a new one. Oh, yeah, that is weird, then, if the manager wasn't making a thing about it up until now. I wonder what changed. I was watching that stream when the slapping happens, said Splitter. That's what I mean by I remember it clear as daylight. You were literally there. You were literally there in the moment. I see. I see. A bit hypocritical, but that's just me. I mean, I get it. Yeah, he's not literally playing by his own rules, and then all of a sudden is like, oh, no, yeah, these are the rules. Landlords, apartment managers, they be that way sometimes. We got our fair share of drama with that, too, with our managers. There's all kinds of rules that we're all aware of, and they just let things slide for other people, like, all the time. It's really weird. So, like, for instance, we have, like, this rule where you're not supposed to park your car on the side of the parking lot, like in front of other people's parking spaces for obvious reasons. For a long time, they were towing cars. And if people parked on the side of the road, they'd get notices about it and get warnings. And then if it kept happening, they'd just start towing vehicles, which is like in our contract, in the renter's agreement, that like, that's what can happen if you park or your visitors come and park in front of parking spaces like that. So that was happening for a long time. Now, people just park wherever the hell they want and nothing happens to them. It's ridiculous. We got these ridiculous neighbors downstairs from us who do that all the time. They have like family members or friends come over or whatever, and they're just like, oh, we'll just park our vehicles across the road and be in everyone's way who's trying to park in the parking spots. And the management doesn't do anything about it. Super annoying. But to be fair, we had a different apartment manager before, and that might be a part of it. So this new manager, she isn't, I don't know. She like is so conflict avoidant, and I'm just like, I get it, but dude, you're the manager. Like, you have to deal with the conflicts. You have to. Like, that's your job. So it's super frustrating whenever they don't do that. Yeah. Yeah, you want to talk about stinky? Jen said it. Random thought time. We need to beat episode I guess before P4R drops. We don't need to. We don't need to. It might be advised. We don't need to. We're not going to explode if we don't. Wait, we're not going to explode if we don't, right? Tell me. Tell me. I'm sorry you're barely able to sleep, Mashi. What do you do that helps, man? Manager changes can be rough. Sometimes they're for the better. I like it when they're that one. But this has not been that one. All right, listen, we're going to do some squats. Mimu redeemed squats earlier. Let's bang those out real quick. Who wants to squats with me? We're doing 20 of them. I'll even give you pump up music. Come on, check it out. I got you. I got you. Derek, what's up, dude? You doing with me? You not doing with me? Thank you, Mimu. We like to get our blood pumping around here from time to time. All right. Them kitty ears. Them kitty ears. Wait, these ones? Well, my fence ears? These guys? I had a manager say my coworker had to leave due to an emergency, and I was like, okay. And 10 minutes later, my coworker comes back, and we're like, is everything okay? Turns out he went to move his car, so my manager played a joke and lied. What? Wait, your coworker had to leave to an emergency? That's not a cool joke. First of all, now you're worried about your coworker. Second of all, you're left thinking you're gonna be shorthanded that day, which means you're gonna have to like work extra, whether it's extra time or extra effort. That's not nice. Oh, I'm sorry that happened, KHF. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. You don't know. You don't know. I'll risk it. I'll risk it. I don't do anything to help myself fall asleep, to be honest. Oh, well, maybe therein lies the problem. Conwolf coming in. Listen, Conwolf. Those were Mimu squats. Those were Mimu squats, okay? I did mine for the day. I'm making din din. Oh, there you go. What are you making for dinner, Daddy? What are you making for dinner, Daddy? Oh my God, Derek's name kills me every time, dude. Squat if you love cat girls. I mean, wait, you know. Oh man. I also realized that I can only help my mom so much. Just make sure she's got other friends to help her because I'm only one person with my problems. Yeah, Jack. Good to keep that in mind, dude. I'll make sure she has help, but I can't right now because I'm dealing with a lot myself. Because learning boundaries and such is a great skill. I've been learning that with my therapist. I can't be your therapist while I got stuff on my plate. Also, still waiting to get on disability, and that's another pain. Yeah. Oh, dude, disability, that takes a long time. That takes a long time. Getting that through, I've known people to have to they have to stay on top of it for like years, which is understandable. It makes the dilemma so understandable for people who are on disability that are trying to like hang on to their benefits, because like if you lose them, it's like you don't want to go through all that again, right? I see this a lot, especially in mental health, man. You got people who are on disabilities because of mental illness, but like are still fit to work. But like if they make too much money, they can lose their benefits. And so like when they're working, that ends up becoming like a complex issue for some. Like there's a coworker of mine now who I was shadowing her learning the job that I'm working at now. And she has to keep up with that all the time. If she works too many hours, then she could risk losing her benefits. And she actually has lost her benefits from that before. It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. I understand the limitations on it, but it almost feels like a punishment for like doing well, you know? So it's, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, you're so right, Magic Jack. You're so right, dude. Also, unless you're actually a therapist, you're not anybody's therapist. All right? Keep that in mind. Some of y'all talk to me about stuff that you're going through. I'm not your therapist. I'm not your therapist. I'm a streamer guy. All right? I'm not your therapist. I'm a dude you talk with on the internet sometimes. I'm a dude we play games together with sometimes. All right? I'm not your therapist. You might feel like it sometimes. You talk to me about all kinds of stuff, but like honestly, therapists can do that job much better. I always have to remind myself of that too, because you be talking to people sometimes and you want to help, you care, but like, you know, you've got your limitations, right? You got your limitations. Got to have like your own personal kinds of boundaries too. It's good. It's healthy. It's healthy for everybody involved. I love you, but I'm not your therapist. That's right. That's right. So we'll donate $10 so he puts them on. That's one of our milestones for our Crisis Text Line fundraiser last month, y'all. Anybody who wasn't here for that. Oh, man. Nope, the problem is the noisy neighborhood. Yeah, I can definitely see how that's part of the problem. For sure. For sure. Can't do nothing about that part of the problem, though, unless you move. He knows what he likes. I do know what I like. I do know. Today was just more hard than other days, so I'm gonna take it easy because I deserve my time in peace. Plus, I love watching you play games. Oh, thanks, Jack. I'm glad that is like a peaceful activity for you. For real. Yeah, take it easy, man. Give yourself some of that time, that energy, that love back, man. You deserve some of that love too. Yeah, I gotta tell you guys, it's been a rough day for me too. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be doing this. I considered not going live today because it was just been a long day. I woke up to some bad news from the family. My mom called me and let me know that my grandpa was in the hospital, and you know he was having some health issues that could have potentially been very serious. Luckily, they're still serious, but as far as like serious health concerns go, they were like minor in that realm. They got him care pretty quickly. They're doing scans, figure out what's going on. Everything he's got going on is pretty treatable. But it got me thinking about, you know, what's going on with him. And we got on the subject of talking about like wills and, you know, trying to make sure that we don't have regrets with like family members and making sure we're seeing each other and stuff like that. And I was just, it's been a lot to think about. So I've been kind of working through that today too. It was a difficult day at work, because I was there and of course, I mean, like I work in a crisis residence. Those of y'all who don't know, now I'm a peer specialist there, and there was a guy in there today who's just like he's just having one of the worst days. Just one of the worst days, man. I've been working with this guy since I started this job, and he was just having a horrible day. So I spent most of my shift talking with him, and it was challenging. You know, I had to kind of compartmentalize my stuff for a little bit. But it was kind of cool in some ways. I was able to like use some of it to connect with him on what he was going through, but not too much. You know, you know how it is when stuff's too fresh. It's not really the best thing to bring into whatever it is that you're dealing with, because you haven't processed it yet. You know, once you've processed it, then it feels different to open up to. I tested the waters on that a little bit, and then I was like, no, I'm not going to do that again today. Like, I'll bring up older stuff, you know, I'll bring up older stuff to relate to him on. I'm not ready for this one yet. But yeah, it was kind of a long day. My grandpa's okay and everything though, just for the record. I don't want you guys to worry too much or anything like that. It's just, you know, it's hard whenever like you live so far away from your family. Like my mom, my grandpa literally live on an island. So I'm very, very far away from them. It's not a situation where I can just like rush over, and, you know, be there to help out wherever I would need to or anything like that. So it's, you know, it just gets a little bit distressing. But we keep up, you know, stay in contact with each other and keep each other posted on what's going on. So that helps a lot. Wait, did your Yakuza reference actually summon the Reggie? Oh, snaps. Oh, snaps, it worked this time. How many bits for you to be my therapist, though? I can't. I legally cannot, Conwolf. Even if I really want to, I'd be doing you a disservice. Honestly, you deserve the best care, the best treatment. I don't know that I can offer that. I could do my best, but that's not going to be the best for you, maybe. You know what I mean? Scarlet, what's up, buddy? Welcome back to the fence. How are you doing today? Happy Monday to you. Moving feels weird. Oh, yeah? Like in general or what? Oh, did I tell you guys we've decided we're not moving? Oh, speaking of, Jen, did you ever get to send that email out today? Shoot, I meant to bring this up earlier. I totally forgot. Well, yeah, we're not moving anymore. At least not yet. We're gonna be here for another year. Oh, you did? Okay, good. Okay, cool. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, we're gonna be here for another year, and next year we're gonna try again. See if we can find ourselves in a good position to like pick up a house. Not like physically, because like I'm not that strong. Jen might be. I'm not that strong. She could probably lift it with like her powerful legs, but I don't have that. You know. So, but I'll help. Yeah, she got the power legs. Been a rough day for everyone, it seems. It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. Yeah, a lot of people going through it today. Oh, sometimes maybe it's something in the air. I don't know. It feels like it sometimes, though, huh? I give out so much love but struggle to take any back. Probably not a good thing. What do you struggle with about that, Reggie? What's the struggle on that front? Oh, Grandpa, fans, I hope you and your fam are all right. Much love to you all. Thanks, Mimu. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. I'm gonna go do some sad squats though. All right. Hey, you ready for some sad squats? It's like Sasquatch, but less cryptidy, you know?
Bro, those are the saddest squats I've ever done. Oh my god. Thanks for the hydration, Mashi. All right. Whew. Jeez, dude. I'm like more tired than usual. I got like no energy. Jesus. Hope your grandfather gets better soon. Thanks, Scarlett. I appreciate it. Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, I'm sure it'll work out. I'm sure it'll be okay. My mom told me it's like, she's like, don't be too worried. Like, I know you're gonna be worried, but like, don't be too worried. Like, things look like they're fine. But you know how it is. He's already been through a lot, and I've seen him in pretty rough shape over these last few years because of everything he'd been going through. He's in a much better position now. I mean, he's living out there with my mom, and he's happier. He's feeling good. Looking forward to each day, which is not what we could say, a year and a half ago. But I just want him. I just want to be healthy. I want to be happy. I want him to, just get to enjoy his life. You know what I mean? He's been through a lot of stuff, and I want to see him like enjoy it. I want to be there with him. I wish I could be there with him right now. But I will be later. We're planning on getting out there to see him later this year, and hopefully get to visit him for a while and see him in his new habitat, where he's much happier, much healthier than the last time I saw him. Thank you all, by the way. I appreciate you all being so supportive and kind. Thank you for your well wishes towards my family. You guys are super sweet. I appreciate you more than you know. I love you too, Jack. Thanks, man. Fam, I feel that's something fierce, said Derek. Stuff going on, not ready to talk, but have to process it. Yeah, dude. It takes a little time. Like, you have to sit with it for a little bit to process it before you can actually talk about it. Like, sometimes talking about it is part of the processing, right? But I think who you're talking with it to, it matters a lot. Sometimes you can't just talk to just anybody about it, you know what I mean? To bring some joy to everyone since today's feeling so sad, tag someone in chat, Vince included, and tell them something you appreciate that about them. Oh, there you go. There you go. Dude, Reggie's starting an impromptu, unofficial compliment train. That's what's up. Hell yeah, bro. Living far is so difficult, dude. Tell me about it, dude. Tell me about it. I mean, you and Mindy live so far away now. I'm sure you guys are feeling it right now. I know you guys got to be feeling it right now because everyone's back here, right? Appreciate the warm welcome I got today from everyone for starters. Needed that, guys. Oh, man. Yeah, of course, Scar. Of course. We're so glad you're here. For sure. It sounds like you've had a day too, man. You want to talk about it? You doing okay? Vince, you inspired me to become better with dealing with mental health. I love you because you're honest. I do my best to. Transparency is a good thing. It feels vulnerable. It could be rough, but to be honest, I don't have a whole lot to lose here. You know what I mean? It feels different here. And honestly, in most walks of my life, I'm still fairly transparent. I'm not as comfortable everywhere as I am here. Don't get me wrong, but I've come to learn that, at least in this part of my life, it serves me a lot more to be more open and to be more straightforward about things. Plus, I always think of how it opens doors for other people. You see somebody being honest about how they feel, and still putting their best foot forward. I think it gives other people permission to do the same, especially those who have been putting their best foot forward while fighting invisible battles. We're all fighting invisible battles. You know what I mean? But because they're invisible, and because we don't talk about them, sometimes we think it's just us. We don't realize. We see somebody else going through something. It's almost like it gives us permission to also be going through something. Not that it changes whether we are or not going through something, that is. But you know what I mean. It's felt. I'm really tired. Today was short and long at the same time. At the sands of time. Scarlett's Prince of Persiaing over here. Man, no, I know that feeling though. That sounds to me like a day that was jam-packed full of stuff where you did not have enough time to do all the things you wished you could have done, yet at the same time was exhausting. It's okay, bro. I don't need a therapist, thankfully. I'm in a pretty great place. right now, thankfully, and I wasn't in the past. So I know anyone else that's not right now can get to a good place in the future with time. 100%. 100%. Conwolf, thanks for sharing the good word, man. Yeah. Yeah, look at it. This dude's living proof. You can go through a rough time in your life. You can need extra support. You can be struggling. But that's not all that's going to be. That's not all that's waiting for us, right? We can get through it. I appreciate you, buddy. Honestly, dude, I go to therapy. Like, I'm a lifer in therapy. Whether I'm doing well or doing poor, I'm doing therapy. You know? Therapy helps keep me well. And it's kind of nice. Like, whenever I'm doing well, it's cool. You talk about different stuff when you're in therapy. And somehow I always end up feeling better, even if I'm already feeling pretty good on the other side of that therapy session. It's been really good to me. It is one of the main things that I use to maintain my recovery. This game's a masterpiece. I've been starting at the final decision of the game for 40 minutes. I've been staring at the final decision of this game for 40 minutes. Well, just choose. Choose, Rapes. Do it. It's a video game. You can make another choice. You can choose again. Man, it must be a weighty decision. Is this where I die? Staring at the screen. Oh my God. I need a channel point redeem for Reggie noises. Conwolf, you can get that. Buy a fanfare, man. You can buy that with channel points. Do I look like Kiryu? No, I don't. I don't care what Kiryu would have done. Okay? He's not my mom. I don't have to impress him. I love being here with you guys. We love you being here with us, Scarlett. Love you being here with us, man. I've been watching LA live streams and needed a break. And here is the best place to be able to have wholesomeness in like a safe, welcoming space. Yeah, man, that's what's up. Hell yeah. Your streams make it easier to see the good in the world. That makes me so happy, man. There's a ton of good in the world. There's so much light in the world. It doesn't get reported on all the time. In fact, the darkness almost is exclusively what's reported on. But there's so much light in the world. It's my job to help bring some of that into your guys' lives. All right? Not that y'all can't find it yourself, but like I'm happy to be a source of it wherever I can. And all I do is hold mirrors up, honestly. Let's be real. That's all I do. It's not me. It's you guys. I just get to reflect back at you. You know what I mean? There's so many compliment trains. What's going on? Do you want to take the day off, said KHF? Oh, I appreciate you suggesting that. Yeah, but no, I'm good. I'm good. Now, this place helps me. Honestly, it helps me. On days like this, sometimes they turn into like just talking streams, but yeah, I do like being here. On days where it's like really bad, I'll take the day off if I just need to like give back to myself. You know what I mean? You're so sweet though, KHF. Thank you so much for even considering my feelings in that and bringing that up. I appreciate it. Streamers out there, you guys going through a tough time. If you're making content, you feel like you're doing a race like all the time. You know? I know how you guys feel. Trust me. I've been doing this a long time. Man, don't let that stop you from taking care of yourself. You got days you need to have some downtime. Take the downtime, dude. Take the downtime. It sounds like I'm not taking my own advice, but honestly, this help. Like I said, this helps lift me back up. Oh my God, what's happening? Oh my God, Derek! Derek! Did we hit our sub goal? Thanks, Derek! Yo, I appreciate you, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. My guy, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Holy crap. Captain Kappa 04, Shiny Halucha, Buzzy Bits, Emperor Patate, and Rethray. You guys are the lucky recipients of Daddy Sensei's kindness. Enjoy the new sub emotes. Enjoy the ad-free experience for the next month. And if you're in the Discord server, check out the Stargazers Discord channel. It's exclusive to subs. Make sure that your Twitch account and your Discord accounts are linked, though. Otherwise, you will not be able to access it. But yeah, tell us what kind of trivias we should do. Make suggestions for us in there. Show us pictures of your cats.
I don't know, make fun of Reeps. Actually, be nice to Reeps. He's such a good guy. You don't go into the. He can see you. He can see you. All right. If you go into the sub only chat, our mods they're just still gonna see you. Or he'll find you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, Greg, KHF, what the heck? What are you guys doing? What? What the hell, dude? Oh my god, look at you guys are killing it with the hype train tonight too. Jesus. Dude, Greg with the gifted subs, man. Thank you. Holy crap. Blobus Enzo 152, my man. My man is he's a lucky recipient of all kinds of good stuff recently. King of the Fall, Kev Enix, and Jammer Jam. Enjoy the gifted subs with all those super fancy perks that you just heard earlier. Oh, did I mention you guys get 10% off merch in the Fins merch shop too? Check it out. We'll get a link posted for you in the chat. Go buy a mug. Go pick up a desk mat. Go grab a new hoodie or a t-shirt or something, man. You got 10% off if you're a sub. There you go. Now's the time. Check it out. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Greg. What the heck? It's too early in the week for a Gregeting. I was not expecting this. And friggin' KHF with the 5 gifted subs too. Jesus. Tenzo, Splitter, Mistex, Conwolf, and Fresh 3366. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations. Enjoy the ad-free viewing experience, the 10% off the merch shop, the emotes, all the fun Jimmy Jammies. You want the Majima t-shirt? You guys want to see what Reggie's talking about? Jesus. This is wacky tobacco right here. Here, hold on. Let me get this for you. Okay. You're gonna see something crazy. It's business time. Actually, where is it? Where is this thing for quick reference? I know that I put it in, yeah, oh god, here it is. Jeez, dude. Look at this. Look at this masterpiece. It's your boy. It's your boy Majima. That's Majima from Yakuza. You like that? We're gonna make him into a t-shirt. Reggie wants it. Reggie exclusively requested that we make this t-shirt and we force it into everybody's mailboxes. Yeah, just that. It's just like the whole shirt is just him. You know? There's no negative space in there. It's just him wrapped around the whole shirt. Oh my god, there's what holy bits, Batman. Hold on, wait. There's like so many bits coming in here. Dude, from Jin with the 100 bits, we had Mimu with the 10 bits, Greg with the 100 bits, baby, let's go. We got Mashi with the 100 bits. Guys, thank you. Thank you. You're keeping that hype train rolling. Are we at a level 5? What the heck? Oh my god. Wasn't expecting this today. You guys are being way too sweet to me. My god. My god. Jesus, dude. I'm missing all kinds of things. There's so many things happening. You guys are making so many cool things happening all at once. Jesus Christ. There's Bananarama in here today. Good God. Kevin, how are you doing? To both of you. Both Kevins. Yeah, baby. We got double Kevin action in here. What's going on, guys?
Can fly
Majestically through the sky, but Nane-yo. Nane-yo. Oh my goodness gracious. I snoozed those ads, by the way, for like 5 minutes. But we got ads in 5 minutes. All right? Ads in 5 minutes. Except for all these people that just got subscriptions today. You guys don't have to worry about it. You don't got to worry about a thing. My God. My God. Thank you all. We are at 56 sub points.
With a new recipe.
Jesus Christ. What's our new goal? What did it bump up to now? New sub goal is, well, boy howdy. It didn't really figure that out, did it? Yeah, in that goal. Oh, yeah. Jenny, have a wonderful night. Keep your head up and your heart strong. I hope that you rest easy this evening. Give the fam a hug from us. I'll see you on Wednesday. What was I doing? I was setting a new sub goal. That's it. We'll get it nice and up there. Here we go. There we go. We're 70. Guys, thank you all for helping me hit my sub goal. We blew it out of the water today. Jesus Christ. 55 subs right now. Thank you guys so much. I don't know what the hell I did to deserve any of this. You guys are way too nice. Way too nice to me. Jeez. Look at those pride bits, dude. That's freaking awesome. Daddy Sensei, what are you doing? What are you doing, Derek? With 10 gifted subs, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen. If we 65 subs. Good God. Good God. Okay, look. If we hit 70 subs, I will make that Majima shirt a reality as the very next merch item in the Finn's shop, okay? We'll make that happen. That's my promise to you, okay? Jesus. Derek, thank you for the gifted subs, man. 10 gifted subs. That's 15 today. Holy moly. You guys are wacky. You're wacky. As John Yakuza intended. Oh my God. We got buy one, get one Kevins today. Kev. Do we even need to worry about ads anymore? I feel like no. You know, I'll probably still take a quick break though, because I got to get up and stretch my legs and refill my water cup, because it's about half empty at this point. Let's see who got the subs. Jax the Bard, Atney Artist, Radiation Hamster, 13th Crown, Analog Whiskers, Asbella, Dark Stonios, Sir Uncle Jesse, Mike of the North, and Me. Congratulations, you lucky duckies. Say thank you to Daddy Sensei next time you see him. Though if you're not here, you're not going to hear me say this, so you'll get the notification about it. Enjoy the sub perks, ad-free viewing experience, discount merch, and all the good sub emotes that we got here now. Goodness gracious. Yay, Ask Bella got one. Yeah! Bella's good people. We all know Daddy Sensei for sure has the Yakuza money. He steals it from the Yakuza. How do you think? Actually, I don't know. I don't have anything to add to that. I don't. How do I think? I don't know. Don't think I won't fund this single-handedly. Oh my God, Reggie, you just bought all these Magic the Gathering cards. So save your money. You have to recoup, dude. You have to recoup. Enjoy. I'm glad everyone here supports Fence like they do. Man, you guys are so sweet. It's so cool, man. I can't believe it sometimes. Nah. It means a lot, for real. There's a lot of stuff. I have a lot of goals here. I've got a lot of things that I want to see this community aspire to be and achieve. There's a lot of things I want to do for and with you guys. And I know that I only have so much time and energy. But you guys have made it so damn rewarding for me to do this year in and year out. So thank you for giving me the means to do so. Thank you for your viewership. Thank you for your support, whether it's through just hanging out with us, through subs, through liking this stuff on my social media posts, or sharing it with other people, or most importantly, talking with us here in the community, sharing your stories, being part of ours, and opening the door for other people to do those same things. You guys are doing more good than you realize, all right? It means a whole lot. I guarantee you've touched more people's lives in this stream than mine just by being here. And the way that you guys talk to each other is proof of that. So thank you for being yourselves. I really, really appreciate it. And I don't think that there's another community out there quite like ours that supports each other and lifts each other up the way that the fencers do. You guys are one of a kind. Never forget that, okay? You guys are amazing. Are we in turtle mode? Good. Good. Yeah, we're playing amazing Claire Obscure today. Yes. Yes, we're actually jumping into that right after the ad break. Vince, you need to stop setting achievable goals. We're either going to reach them too fast or we will take the unreachable goal as a challenge. You're basically telling me that no matter what goal I choose, it's the wrong goal. Well, we have to set goals. The goals are important. I'm going to set them. No matter what. Sometimes I'm just taking shots in the dark. You know what I mean? Chris, you are also doing more good than you realize. Dude, I appreciate you saying that. I really do. Yo, guys, look at this hype train. Look what you guys did. Level 6, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus. Oh, look at this. Look what I got. Oh my God, I like this one. I'm gonna spam this one. Ooh. Stir the pot. That's a good one. I like it. Let her cook. That's totally a trolling emote. Absolutely it is. Make use of it. Stir that pot, chat. Stir that pot. Kev said, Vince, I'm kind of reposting this. I saw earlier what looked like someone saying it's okay if you need rest, and I second that. Always remember we got your back, and we'll make it work. We're part of the team in a way too, not just viewers when it helps, and don't worry if you need to rest. This is new, and endurance for new things is a thing. Kevin, I appreciate you and KHF both letting me know that like it's okay to take a step back and take a break. I need those reminders from time to time, and I appreciate kind souls like yourselves letting me know that that's okay. Jen was saying as much earlier today too, and it means a lot that you guys are thinking of me that way. I am okay though to be here today. Like I said, this is making me feel pretty good. I mean, not even talking about like all the milestones we're hitting today or anything like that. Although that's making me feel pretty good too. But just getting to talk it out, getting to talk with you guys, and being here in this space is always uplifting for me. So thanks for having my back and looking out for me. You're right, we're all a team. But I'm good. I'm good here today, and I'm looking forward to giving you guys some entertainment and some safe places to hang out with, because it's not just me that's having a long day. Like Scarlett said earlier, man, it's been a rough day for everybody. It sounds like, for a lot of us anyway, and. It's good to have a place to go to whenever you're having a long day like this, you know? I'm happy to provide. I responded to when you asked what I struggle with when it comes to talking love, but I'll repost it in a second. Oh, do your thing, man. Do your thing. Just so you know, ads coming up in 40 seconds. All right? Ads coming up in 40 seconds. So, stir it up. Let him cook, Reggie. Oh, yeah. Seem like you're on fire today. And if you're ready, we're ready. But just wanted to say, you're kicking butt. So let's go. Hell yeah, man. Thanks, dude. Thanks. I know I'm going to be tired after this stream. I'll say that right now. I'm going to be a sleepy boy after this. But I might just be in the perfect level of like tired and maybe creative where I'll do something with it this evening. You know? Got a good day I'm looking forward to tomorrow too. It's Jen and I's second anniversary. It's our 2-year wedding anniversary tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about that. So we're going out to do something nice and spend some time together. So I'm excited, man. From now until the end of tomorrow, it's just we got good stuff to look forward to. Thank you, Scar. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much. How much soup you all trying to make? As much as it takes, Sadistic. As much as it takes. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll chit-chat some more. We're going to start playing Claire Obscure on top of that, though, so be ready, okay? Thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys here in a few minutes. Enjoy.
And the self-fertile flowers, flowers, are produced in panicle. Yeah, branched inflorescence, which arises from the last internode on the stem. There can be up to 350 spikelets on a panicle, each containing male and female flower parts. Just put that in your hat and, I don't know, go tell your friends. Rice is cool. Yay!
Yeah. Okay, now who wins with this fight? Nobody.
I can't jump or attack.
Oh, cool.
Up it goes.
Why would you do that?
I hate this. How do people just go through the story? How does anyone walk into a new place, see all this, and be like, nah, I just need to go beeline it to the next objective? How do you do it? How are you not like, wow, 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 wow? I just don't understand. I don't understand. Y'all are built different. How do you have such intellectual conversation while sleep talking? This is the magic kingdom of Zeal, where dreams can be made reality. But nothing in this world comes free. There is always a price to be paid. Oh, okay, he's gone. What the hell? I forgot how to play. Hold on. It's okay though, because my boy has Swallow. Nothing can hurt us as long as my boy has Swallow. I put so many things in my mouth, Derek. What is life but a great tasting journey, you know? What other way to experience this world than through its many varieties of flavors? Oh, God. Right here, man. That's all we needed. All right? That's it. We're ready to hit the stage, dude. We're ready to hit the stage. Where's my crew at? Where's my crew at, dude? Dinner time, I'll be back, all right. Enjoy dinner, dude.
Hands! Be gone!
What the hell? Exchange with her. Aside from, first meeting her, she was like, "Oh, you should come to my party and get really drunk." And then everybody got wasted, and we passed out, and we woke up, and people had stolen from us. I believe that was her fault. I blame mommy. So now she's a bad prehistoric valley girl. Dang, dude. Dang. Dang, dude. Dang, dude. Dang, dude. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We are getting ready for Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Are you ready? Are you ready? You guys know the absolute crap storm we are about to wander into? Thank you, Aki. I appreciate you. We had some gnarliness happen during the last stream. You know, it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough, dude. The expedition landed, and there's bad things that happened. There are bad things that happened. I'm gonna warn you right now, expeditioners or would-be expeditioners who are looking forward to playing this game and you're not wanting to have spoilers, this is your time to duck out, my friends, because we're gonna get to talking. All right, I'm giving you fair warning. I'm not just gonna dump it on you, okay? I'm gonna make sure that you are protected, all right? Because I care about you. I care about you. But we're gonna get into some spoiler territory, all right? You've been warned, okay? If you got dip, I hope you have a great night. Hope you sleep well. Hope that you have all the fun and good vibes. Whatever goodness is waiting for you at the end of today, I hope that you get it sooner rather than later. I look forward to seeing you in the future. But spoilers are coming. All right? Here we go. So, the expedition landed, right? We all got in our boat. Prologue is over. We're all going off with hope in our hearts. Everybody believes in Gustav, the protagonist. And then we land. We see an old man, which that doesn't make any sense because there's not supposed to be old men. There's not supposed to be old people, period. Everybody under 33 is toast, man. They got gomaged, right? Apparently not. And then old man proceeds to massacre everybody. It's nuts, dude. We lose just about everybody. So it's looking pretty grim, looking pretty hopeless. We ran into an old companion, and in what would have been Gustav's final moments had Lune not shown up, because he was about to take his own life. We're trying to get back up on our feet now and figure out what to do next. That is where we left off the last time that we were playing. And hold up, no old people? Where do I sign up? Well, now wait a minute. You think no old people and you go, everybody over 50 or 60? No, everyone, like, I actually don't know how old you are, but like you would be gone. I would be gone. There's no young old people or old young people either. It's bad, dude. It's bad. It's only gonna get worse. We're trying to stop the bad thing from happening. We lost. I'm assuming, Mashi, we lost way more than half. I don't know. We thought everybody was gone at one point until we found one other expeditioner. If you're wondering where the question of the day came from today, we're gonna take a little detour real quick. Real quick. There was a key moment that happened here that I want to highlight. Okay, so check this out. There was a conversation before the expedition left that happened that was inspired some pretty good food for thought.
Not anymore. Not all of us can change the world. Some of us can only change ourselves.
Meaning what? Make yourself accept the unacceptable? Make believe that happiness is this?
More like rediscover happiness. One gomage left. Maybe contentment is the highest form of happiness.
Huh.
It makes me sad to hear you talk like this. The Paintress stole so many things, including your capacity to dream.
No, you misunderstand. My mind is where I can be free. She can't touch me there. This is my final act of defiance. Just like the expedition is yours.
Okay. Go off, Lucy. I really like this conversation because I feel like it touches on a lot of interesting things that are going on in the world right now, but just in general, this idea that sometimes people think of people who try to find contentment and happiness within themselves and within the current state of things are people who have given up on progress. And I don't think that that is the case. I don't think that's what's going on. It takes a lot for a person to look at a situation that's less than ideal and somehow make their peace with it, right? I don't think those people are giving up. And I myself can relate to those people in a lot of ways because I find myself trying to do that all the time. I don't want to be miserable all the time, but I also know that I can't change everything. There are things that I can change, and there are things that I don't have the power to change, or that would take more than just my effort to change. And so while I am contributing what I can, where I can, I know that I am not going to be able to make that happen on my own. And so am I going to be miserable until that thing changes? No, I can't wait around. I can't sacrifice my happiness and wait around to feel okay in this world until that one thing changes. Like, I'm not going to place, my quality of life on that thing. And maybe that sounds privileged in a way to some, and I understand that, but and maybe it is to some degree. At the same time, we all have to make our own peace with whatever we've got going on inside and whatever's going on in our communities, right? We got to find ways to do that. I think that this woman was saying some really smart things. And I also think that Gustav was not wrong in his opinion either, but these are two opposing philosophies, right? And so it was a really interesting moment for me to see, and one that I wanted to explore a little bit. So our question of the day today is, in response to that, how do we decide which things we can change and which things we can't? And we'll talk about that throughout the show. Exclamation point A if you would like to respond to it. That way it gets logged because things are going to be moving, and we are not going to be responding to all of those question of the day responses right as they happen. Okay, so if you want to make sure it gets captured and discussed, definitely use Command A. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's like picking our battles. Exactly. Which I think Kevin said it during the last episode of A Race to Paintress, but we can be exposed to all of the world's battles. We can understand that there are more battles than we can count that exist, and we can care about all of them, but we cannot fight all of them. We are one person, right? Collectively, we can do a lot, and a single person can also do a lot, but we can't place the entire world on our shoulders and expect not to get crushed by it, right? So picking our battles becomes really important if we hope to fight any battles at all. And I think I talked about this in the last episode, but I think that is something that the current generation is, thanks for the heads up. I think that is something that the current generation is currently facing and is going to struggle with for a little while, because we're in a position now where you are more aware of the world's problems than we as people have ever been historically. And it's going to be hard to figure out how to navigate that. All right, we'll go ahead and continue here. In we go. Where are you on this scene? I'm right here. Look, check it out. Does that answer your question? I'm glad we just turned this on because I didn't know how I was going to put it to words exactly. But yeah, that conversation, it's been sticking with me. I've been thinking about it ever since we had it. I'll probably have more to explore with it too as we continue on this game. I feel like it's going to be very relevant. All right, so we just got Lune. You just taught us some of her battle mechanics. So she's got, what are they like? Are they like stains? And she's got like Magic the Gathering mechanics for her attacks. Which I guess they all do, but she's got a lot of them. Very fun. And yeah, we defeated our first enemy with her. Remember how we were talking about how like the whole expedition got wiped? This is why we think that. because these are all pretty fresh bodies. Some of them more than others, but like we lost tons of expeditioners in that landfall, and it looks like they're all being like harvested or something. It's kind of crazy. So, yeah. Which direction do we need to go? We need to go that way? Look for survivors at the indigo tree in Spring Meadows. Okay, so we're looking for more survivors. The tracking on your party characters is so off, man. Robert Pattinson scared me like 5 times coming at me from a different direction. Oh, really? Who's Robert Pattinson? Is that Gustav? That's funny. That's funny. I would not have seen that. He's the new Batman. Batman's the new Robert Pattinson. Press the left stick to change characters during exploration. It doesn't affect battles. Oh, right, that's right. We found that out already. And then I already immediately forgot. He's the new Batman and the new Mickey 17. Don't talk to me about Mickey 17. I'm gonna pretend that movie doesn't exist. What a redonkulous film. He did do a really good job in it, though, I must say. Oh, look at that. I like this cyan tree. What the heck? What's going on with this tree? Oh! What's up with this tree? This is a cool tree. I can get closer to the tree. There's not an invisible wall around it. I can't do anything with this tree, but I cannot tell you guys how happy it is that how happy I am that I can make contact with this tree. I was fully expecting to not even be able to get on this rock. That's a cool tree, dude. Does this game have a photo mode? Boy, it sure don't. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. Y'all devs, stop making your game so pretty if you aren't gonna put a photo mode in it. Okay? It's a crime. It's a crime against humanity. Very cool tree. Life's just feeling so hard and exhausting right now. Scarlett, talk about it, man. You're welcome to talk about it if you'd like. You're not alone, my friend. When approaching confined spaces, you'll crouch automatically. Okay. I wish that happened in real life. Shoot. I'm 6'6". Bonking my noggin off of everything. During your journey, you'll find expedition flags set up by previous expeditions. These flags allow you to heal, recharge your items, learn new skills, and allocate your character's attribute points. Characters gain 1 skill point and 3 attribute points per level. Okay, cool. So we should be able to apply some points here. All right, that's cool. So they're gonna be like checkpoints, but they are actually like previous expeditions, exploration. Wow, Oh wait, I was thinking about this, like, is this as far as Expedition 1 made it? But that might not be the case. This was just a flag planted by the first expedition. Okay. definitely need to rest. All right, let's take a look at this. We have 3 attribute points. Oh, Derek's lurking. All right, have a good time out with the puppy. Okay. I'll paste the messages I sent earlier since I don't think you saw them. Oh, I definitely didn't. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely go for that. Let me see. Increase the character's health pool, increase all damage dealt, makes the character play more often, reduces incoming damage, increases the chances of dealing critical hits. Okay. Oh, you guys already know where this is going. You guys already know. You already know where this is going. We're going into might and agility, brother. No, we're not spending an inordinate amount of time in menus. No. I mean, what am I gonna do with her? What do I want her to be? Now hold on. His attack power is, oh, the recoat lets you reset attributes. Okay, that's cool. His attack power is 50. Hers is 51. We just put 2 points into might to bring it up to 50. So she is quite strong out the gate. He does have a higher natural critical rate though, although I think that looks like is because of his Pictos. Okay. Interesting. All right. I mean, yeah, more might. More might, more speed, dude. Am I gonna spec them out both the same way? That's probably not the smart move. They both have 150 health, right? Yeah, okay. Wait a second. Putting 2 points into might. Keep her attack power at 52? Oh, well, that's not right. You have to up it 3 points to get another tick? That's a little weird. All right, well, in that case, oh, she's got, Nah, man, I mean, why not? Why not? Why not? All into might. There we go. Strength build. Oonga boonga. Fin smash. That's me. That's me, Greg. I am always a glass canyon, dude. I'm always a glass cannon. I'm missing my community, says Scarlett. I've been stuck working so much and I haven't had time to work on old relationships, let alone build new ones. Plus, I keep thinking about one of my exes that I told you about. The one that I considered my first true love of life. Yeah, that's tough, dude. That's tough. And that's a tough thing to go through alone, too. You know, if you're talking about not being able to connect with your community right now because you're working a lot, that is a hard thing to deal with on your own. I can imagine that you're feeling quite lonely on top of that. I'm sorry to hear that, bud. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know how it is. I used to work these like overnight jobs where I was working like 12-hour shifts and then I was sleeping all day. And so I wasn't spending almost any time with any of my friends. And I had moved literally across the entire country about 1.5 years prior to that. And so like I didn't have the same friendships that I do now. And all the people I was connected with, I wasn't even physically in their vicinity. Like, and so not only that, I couldn't talk with them because we were on completely different schedules. And so it just like felt really lonely, man. It's like really isolating. And I was struggling there for a while. And it could be a tough thing to go through, man. I feel for you. Talking about it's making the tears come out, dude. Let them out, dude. Let them out. Like, it's okay. It's okay. It sounds to me like this has been building and you've needed to let some of this out anyway. We gotta process them. It's fine to cry whenever things are feeling overwhelming. I'm sorry it's so overwhelming right now. I have no skill points. Okay, but these skill trees are deep. Applies powerful. This is Magic the Gathering. 100%. All right. All right, cool. I'll spend time looking at that when we have points we can actually allocate. Feeling really lonely, and I haven't been able to talk to anyone about it. I don't get time to see my therapist since we work the same hours, and I don't get time for sessions. Missed my doctor's appointment today because of work as well. Something else stressing me out, aside from the community and X stuff that I mentioned earlier, is money. Paycheck's slightly lower than I expected because orientation and the holiday, but makes me nervous about living off of my current income. Have you done the math on everything? Like, what was it that made your paycheck be lower than you thought? Were you not accounting for taxes, or is your hourly rate not what you thought, or what had it, or bleh? What was happening there? We were going this direction. I put all my points into might, since if the enemy just dies, then I don't have to heal. Exactly. Aki gets it. We're of the same mind. Yeah, man, the therapist thing is tough. I will say this. I will say this. You work in mental health. I would talk to your supervisors about your doctor's appointments, your therapy appointments, and like your need to keep up with them. It's a high intensity field, but it's also one of the most understanding fields for things like that. If there's one thing I've found almost universally in most places that I've worked in this field, it's that they do take that stuff seriously, and not only that, they typically expect you to be able to keep up with that stuff. And if there's some things work related that are getting in the way of that, then there's a lot of times they'll offer some flexibility, or try to meet you in the middle somewhere with some of that. So it might take some coordination, it might take some change, but don't keep your employer in the dark about those things, especially as a certified peer specialist. Like, it's literally in your code of ethics. Every peer specialist code of ethics, they must maintain their recovery, and there's a certain level of understanding that has to exist in a workplace that employs peer specialists. Otherwise, they would never be able to hang on to peer specialists, right? So, definitely advocate for yourself in those avenues. Not to the point where you're being adversarial, but like speak up about it. Definitely speak up about it. That can feel scary. I mean, I don't know if you work in any other type of job, speaking up about stuff like that, it just seems like it puts a target on your back, but in this field, it's a little different. And this is an employer that I think would be pretty understanding of things like that. You're not going to be the first person that brings things like that to their attention. Magic the Gathering, I cast Counterspell. They've got counterspells in this, dude. All right, press R1 to attack an enemy first and gain an advantage in battle. Oh, fancy. Oh, they both do the same thing. Okay. All right, cool. I thought I was accounting for taxes, but I don't know if it was right. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I don't know where I learned this. I think it might have been from my grandfather. But whenever I'm accounting for taxes, 30% of whatever I make, I deduct that. Because that's usually, that's roughly what they take out of your paycheck, is 30% in various taxes. And that's always done me good in my like projections for my budgets and stuff like that. I tried to bring it up, but the freedom of the job was brought up as a point.
I'm really not sure what to say and how to advocate for myself. Well, how did you try to bring it up whenever you tried to bring it up? Like, what did that look like? Especially because I'm new and still in my probationary orientation period. I also really need the money and can't afford to have my hours cut. Your hours aren't gonna get cut just because you're talking about it. You're not gonna get terminated just because you're talking about it. Transparency will probably be your best friend in this regard. Just also make sure that you're communicating a willingness to work with what they need too, you know? The give and take can be mutual there. But yeah, advocating for oneself, it can be hard, man. It can be scary. Anytime you feel like you're imposing an inconvenience on another person, it feels like you're walking a slippery slope where like you're just risking someone pushing you off the edge at any time, right? That's what it feels like for me anyway. Anybody else in chat relate to that? Bam. Bam. Oh my god, this game is loud. That's a little better. We still in a good audible spot, chat? That feels pretty good for me. Yeah, wondering if you could let them know about doctor's appointments and being able to make up that time later. Yeah, stuff that you have like scheduled out, right? That is like part of your regular routine that you can give them advance warning about. That stuff's always okay to bring up. You know, hey, I've got doctor's appointments in 2 weeks. Hey, I've got therapy appointments at this time each week. And with the weekly appointments, here's what I would do. I'd say, look, I usually go to therapy once a week, right? I understand that like these are my hours and these are like this is what my caseload is, blah blah blah. I need to make time for these therapy appointments. What can I do? Like, can we move some things around in order for me to be able to make these appointments? At the same time, talk with your therapist about like what their availability is if you needed to move things around with them, and that way you can kind of coordinate that way, right? But you want to have an idea of like what flexibility your therapist has with their schedule and what flexibility you have at your job with your schedule. But you won't be able to find out that latter one without talking to your supervisor about it. You can work that out together. It'll take a little coordination, you know, but it can definitely be done. It was pretty banging earlier. Was it really? Was it really loud? Oh man, yeah. I was about to say again, the game was very loud. Yeah. I felt it. Okay. We can definitely shoot both these guys in the face. Boom. Actually, can we shoot this one in the face too? Hold on. Boom. All right, good. Now that we've shot them both in the face. We have no stains. So Ice Lance is gonna be our opener often. I wish I could see can I see on the timeline which is which? Not really. Huh. That's kind of annoying. Why can't I? Why are there no identifying markers? You have slow mechanics in this game, for God's sake. Why are there no identifying markers? All right, well, I'll take my best guess. We'll slow this one. Actually, no. We'll hit this one. He's dead. Okay. Ow.
I told my supervisor that I still have my own case manager to meet and therapy sessions. She said the 8:30 to 4:30 shift wasn't a hard set in stone thing and that I have a flexibility for what I do as long as I meet productivity. But I'm also not allowed to be clocked out or clocked in outside of those hours because of pay. So let me think about that for a minute. We've got no charges. Let's get some charges. Oh, he's toast. Wait, do we have enough AP? Sure don't. Dang. It doesn't matter though, because we've done it. Lance arm level, or lance rim level 1. Is that? Oh, that's a weapon we got. Oh, great. And 4 chroma catalysts. Oh. Ah, buttons. Great, okay. I forget if it talked to us about how we upgrade weapons. I don't remember how that works, if they did. Yeah, the music is pretty front-facing in this game. Okay, so the 8:30 to 4:30 shift isn't a hard set in stone thing. I've got a flexibility for what I do as long as I meet productivity. Also not allowed to be clocked in outside of those hours because of pay. If it's a clock in at the beginning of that shift and clock out at the end of that shift, and they do split things up by shift, so I guess I'm not understanding. What is your flexibility then? If you have flexibility for what you do as long as you meet productivity, I would ask for clarity on what that means. You know? And then I would ask, like, if you can move your shift to a different shift if that is necessary, if you feel like you need to do that too. Because it sounds like since they said that's not set in stone, you could do a, you know, shift 1 or shift 3 if you wanted to, depending on what worked best for you. I do relate to it too, said Jack. I got let go last August. It's hard having time off because I'm a workaholic and love being in the kitchen. But last August I was in so much pain I didn't even know I had arthritis till November. Now that I don't work, it's really hard living off of income assistance and little money. But I gotta keep fighting because I also got a lot of goals I want to finish, and that's great. It keeps me focused. I just learned to adapt the best I could. Yeah, it just introduced a lot of change in your life. You know, I'm sorry to hear about the arthritis, man. I know I'm gonna get that too. I feel like I'm already starting to develop some, you know. That definitely like limits mobility in the hands and things, and well, I guess wherever you've got it. But yeah. Oh. Yeah, working with a disability income is like such a balance, man. Such a thing you have to keep in mind all the time. I think you have to do it at a camp, it said. I don't think we got there yet. Oh, for what? Upgrading weapons? Yeah, I might not have got there. Also had that question. Well then we'll discover it together. One thing, okay, we can see the Pictos is leveling up. We need a certain amount of battles to max it out, right? So that is just, looks like we need to do 4 battles to level it up. Okay. Can be used at camp to upgrade weapons up to level 3 with the Chroma Catalyst. Oh my god, it literally just answered a question. Use Chroma Catalyst to upgrade your weapons at camp. Okay.
Well, that will help.
Got 180 chroma. So we need to use chroma and chroma catalysts in order to upgrade things. What's this in here?
This will be useful.
Critical burn Pictos. Speed 8, critical rate 6%, 25% increased critical chance on burning enemies. Ooh! Ooh! 25% increased critical chance on burning enemies. Okay, you know what? Is the Pictos experience locked to the character you first equipped it on, or is it tied to the Pictos itself? Let's find out. It looks like it's the Pictos itself. So if I put the Dodger Pictos on Lune, yeah, okay, cool. Cool. Awesome. Okay, because Gustav has a higher critical hit rate than Lune. And with critical burn, like Lune will burn an enemy and then Gustav can capitalize on that higher crit chance with critical burn as well. So that'll pair up really nicely. And then she'll just get more AP for dodging. And she is going to be like, we need her in order to like combo her spells. We need her to have AP more often. I mean, everybody needs AP, but I feel like she's going to be using a lot of it all the time. See how that works. Okay, cool. Sounds like you were focusing on, oh, you can work as little as you want also, but you're saying you can't afford to not work less. Right. So the question, the comment of, you've got some flexibility as long as you hit productivity, rings to me as your shift is 8:30 to 4:30. If you're hitting productivity, what you're doing while you're on the clock, just don't tell me if you're not work things. That's how that sounds to me. That's how that comment sounds to me. I'm not encouraging you to not do your job when you're on work time. That's fraud. But that's almost how that comment rings to me. I would just ask for clarity on what they meant by that. Everyone in my department works 8:30 to 4:30. It's also agency hours in general here in Philly. We're expected to spend 4 to 5 hours a day with participants and the rest of the time doing paperwork or notes or prepping things for other participants. Okay, I see. Flexibility comes in how we can / choose to do that. We could split time with 2 participants each day, or spend the whole workday with 1 participant depending on what we do with them. I see. So the flexibility is within job duties then, is what they're saying. Okay. Yeah, then from the sounds of it to me, you need a therapist either that is there's a couple of things. One, I still would communicate your appointment needs to your employer, because they need to be aware of times where you need to do that. Sometimes people do it all the time. Sometimes you need to take time off of your shift in order to go meet some of those obligations, right? Everybody's got doctor's appointments. You're not always going to be able to schedule a doctor's appointment at 5:30. You know what I mean? Depending on what you got going on or what the availability is. You got to do what you got to do. But if you can move some hours around or something like that, move shift days around, something like that. I mean, if you're working 5 days a week, maybe you just switch which day you're working to, a different day. If you've got an appointment that's like conflicting with that, like that's an option.
other things you can do is, you know, you might have to find, I mean, this sucks. This sucks. I've had to change therapists for this reason too. If nothing can be worked out with your current therapist's schedule based on what you got in your schedule, then changing therapists is an option, you know? We don't have to like the option, but it's sometimes that is the option, right? I've had to do that before. I think Aki was saying something about that earlier, which is like, it's a pain in the butt, man, especially if you really click with your therapist. But I wouldn't make that decision until, you know, you talk about your situation with your supervisor and all the things that you need to do. Try to explore every option that they can support you with before that. Biggest hurdles for me is learning how much I do per day, said Jack, because I ended up in the hospital a few times. Because, oh my God! Oh my God! Hey! Oh God! Ow!
I'll do it.
Jesus. I was doing something, Lance Lears. You bastards. Actually, do I want to do this with her? Well, yeah. Dane yo, dane nanu yo. Yeah, why not? Sheesh, man. Oh, jeez. Ended up in the hospital a few times because I walked a lot and did a lot that day. 2 appointments that day, and now I learned I could only do 1 appointment per day. Right, good lesson to learn from that, you know your boundaries. It sucks so much that I can't do what I used to do, like working in the kitchen, going for long walks, but I'm slowly getting better and learning to adapt with this. It sucks I got arthritis, but it could be worse, and it's something I'm learning. That adaptation, like, I've got different reasons for being able to relate with you on that, but like, I get it, dude. I get it. So, when I'm doing well, and here's a little more insight into the bipolar experience, but when I'm doing well, then like if I'm feeling on the even keel, like generally my baseline is like, you know, depression, but like on the higher end of depression where I'm like, yeah, okay, things, like I automatically think things suck, but like I can talk myself through that, you know, pretty comfortably, to be optimistic. So that's where I'm at on a baseline, right? If I'm having a lot of depression, I'm very, very low. My depression gets super duper low. Then I'm like, shoot, whatever I'm capable of doing at my baseline, I'm not capable of doing half as much when I'm depressed. That makes sense to me. That makes sense in my head. I can adapt to that. That's easier to explain. That's easier to work around logically, right? Because like, of course depression would hit you that way. Sorry, I am also going to do this. But when I am manic, I feel like I can do much, much more than what I'm at baseline, but actually it's the same thing. I can actually do less. In the moment I can do more, but I will suffer much worse later. So I need to do less. And I learned that through trial and error. I learned that not through hospitalization necessarily, but I've learned that through how I've lost jobs, how I've been unable to keep up with plans I've made with friends or family, or how hard I crash after that mania ends. And it usually affects everything social in my life, and obligatory that I have as well, whether it's stuff I needed to do around the house, at work, etc. So when I'm manic, I also have to do less. And that is something I have to keep tabs on. I get frustrated with myself because like just yesterday I could do more, but today I physically
I am no different than I was yesterday. And I can't do as much as I did yesterday? What the hell's up with that? Like, that's frustrating, you know? But it's part of knowing what makes me tick, and that's where, you know, Magic Jack, just like you, knowing what makes you tick, knowing where you have to draw your boundaries for your own, like, self-maintenance, self-care, comes into play. And it can be challenging and frustrating, but ultimately, like, you adapt to it, and it ends up improving your quality of life in the long run, even if it means some in-the-moment disappointments, right? It makes it worthwhile in the long run. But yeah, man. In some ways, it's like, you almost quantify it as, it's just part of life, right? Sucky part of life, but a part of life. I've returned from Final Fantasy VI making me cry. Oh my God. What happened? What happened? Beat him up.
Get ready.
Damn, dude, couldn't even stand up to that. Oh, I hit L1 instead of R1, and that caused me to die. Why did I second guess myself at the last minute? I knew it was R1. I knew it was R1. Oh my gosh. You punk! Okay, shoot, I gotta go to bed. Good night, everyone. Take care of yourselves, and lots of love to you. Jen, have a great night. Sleep well. I can't wait for our date tomorrow. It's gonna be so nice. Hope you get some good rest, and drive safe in the morning, okay? All right, how do I bring my dead friend back to life? I can't believe this. Oh, she has 1 HP. That's right. Okay, good. What was the button? I have to do this already. I'm literally gonna have to use my Chroma Elixir now. Do I have other items that I can use? What do I have? Are they tints? No. Is that the only option I have? I guess I could just go back to the flag. Oh, she floats. That's fun.
An advantage.
What'd you call me? Yeah, let's go back to the flag. Thing is, all the therapists in my agency work the same hours. I go to that specifically because it's one of the only places in the city that specializes in DBT. Plus, this is the best therapist I've had so far, and have been making significant progress with her. I can't afford to start from scratch at this point in my recovery journey. Then I would definitely advocate for yourself at work and see what you can work out. Sometimes your options are that, or you have to make a concession somewhere, right? That's tough, man. One of the only places in the city that specializes in DBT? Really? In all of Philadelphia, though? DBT is like super common. How long did you have to look to find that therapist, man? Because I know that's a pain in the butt. It took me a while to find a good therapist myself. And it's kind of funny that like, the one that I ended up sticking with is one I found through an app at this point right now, because I couldn't find one locally. It's not ideal by any means. I wish I had one more local to me that made me feel as comfortable. I'll be looking around again here pretty soon, probably. I was just talking to Jen about that actually. Like my therapist is pretty good. But I might be at that point where like I've learned all that I can from her. Like I don't feel like I'm learning new things from her right now, and haven't for a while. So it might be time. But that's beside the point. That's beside the point. All right. My friend, you got that crit chance, dude. Let's get more of that. Yeah, buddy. You know what? We'll stick with 12. I will get one more in vitality. Get a little bit more health. The speed's 217. More might. Just all might, baby. Oh, jeez. Jen made a clip. Oh my god. Hold on, what is this clip? Biggest hurdles for me is learning how much I do per day, said Jack, because I ended up in the hospital a few times. Because oh my god! Oh my god! Hey! Oh god! Dude, I did not think he would be stalking me as soon as they like hit the ground. Like, what is up with that? Like, look at this. He superhero jumped in. I mean, I guess maybe I'm the fool. I should have assumed that he would be coming at me because it was very intentional, that jump. Jeez, dude. My god. That's spooky. Spooky times. Dude, DBT is amazing. It is. It's so incredibly game-changing. Works so much better for me than CBT. It's a dialective behavioral therapy, right? I understand because my depression hit hard, said Jack. Like, I used to feed that monster and it grows, but now I learned even though it's bad right now, this too shall pass. Because no matter what, there's a light. No matter what happens, it'll get better from experience. Yeah. Preach it, buddy. Preach it. But what I mean is that, like, whether you're depressed, whether you're manic, whether you got arthritis, you know, there are things that happen in our lives that change the amount of resources we're working with, right? A lot of people are pretty familiar with spoon theory. It comes back to that a lot of times. You know, some days you got more spoons than you do on other days. And that helps. That always helped me kind of keep in context. Like I just check at the beginning every day. How many spoons I got? How much am I working with today? Then I make my peace with that, and then I go about my day. You know, easier said than done, but it can help. Tell Ghosty I missed her at Elgoom kidnapper. Elgoom transformed her into Serpentine. He's buried in the backyard. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, guys, we have a quick ad break. I'll be back here in just a few minutes. Enjoy the break. Stretch your legs. Grab some water if you need it. We'll be back with more Expedition 33, and we'll chit-chat some more as well. All right, thanks for tuning in. Ooh, I hurt so good, brother. I better drink a potion. Yeah. Oh, dude, it's so terrible. It's so terrible. It's also so musically sound. It's horrible, dude. Oh, you're too heavy to throw. Oh, that would have been so funny. To pick her up and just hurl her at her friend over there. Oh, but wait. Her friend is small. Please let this work. I want it to work so bad. Can I? It says disadvantage. I'm gonna try it anyway because it'd be too funny not to try. Oh yes. Oh yes. We're gonna huck you right over at your friend over here. Oh yes. Oh, it's so good. This game is the best. Karlak, you machine. Oh, you can't reach them, but it's okay because you can shoot them with your arrows. It's wild. Shadowheart was like over here, and she was like, dang, I don't know what's going on in there. They're probably having too good a time. I better stare out here and ponder my past and wonder, what on earth am I ever gonna do if I find out that my whole life is a lie? And then Karlak was over here like, damn, Problems, your booty fine. It's so good. I don't wish that I had a booty like that. And Problems was like, I know. Isn't it fantastic? I'm gonna go over here and sniff these flowers because, I don't know, they're really pretty and colorful. And then Will was like, but you know, I actually wonder what's going on in there. Maybe they won't notice if I just open this door.
Another muffled cry. The two inside are still in the throes of passion.
Uh-oh.
What the hell are you doing?
Well, you've done it now. There it says, you can do the dishes properly. That's good enough. Putting one's heart into it isn't always about making it special, but not putting your heart into it could mean maybe some of the dishes having like Tony stains or something like that. Tony stains? What are Tony stains? Like some guy named Tony just came in and like spit on your dishes and then left? Or like Tony is the pizza guy that brought food and then his pizza is left on your plate? That kind of Tony stain? Tony, stop it. Stop doing that. I told you to quit coming in here and spitting on my plates. Go back down to the corner where you belong.
May your heart be your guiding key.
I got audio ads, but I'm still seeing the stream. Can you see this? Meanwhile, all the subs are like, Vince, what are you doing? Like, we can hear you still. But some people can't. Whoa. Twitch has always been a strange place. Robert, you know my curse, my pain, my grief, my woe? Carlisle, of you, I know you seek a larger hoe. To plow, fair maid, and sow a seed to grow. But lack do ye a mighty horn and mast, with which to guide a maid to bed and fast. Oh, Robert got hit with the small PP jokes. Oh no. Well, he got wrecked. Welcome back. By the rules of the internet, Robert is wrecked. We are here with more Expedition 33. Aki likes this screen. I wonder why. What is making this screen so likable? What could it be, I wonder? I hope you all are having a good night. Thanks for joining us. Especially on today, the day of all days. It's Monday. Monday sucks! Am I right? But it sucks a little bit less when we're here together. And I'm glad to be here, man. It's been a long day. I'm tired. Not feeling the best today. But you know what? Still glad I'm here. Still glad we're moving forward. Still glad we're doing it together, too, most of all. Thank you all for lifting my spirits today. It's been nice. I definitely needed it. Looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. As long as today has been, it's pretty great to cap it off this way, man. I gotta tell you. Some of us out there, we'd be looking for them perfect days, right? We'd be looking for them perfect days. Be like, man, we need that good day. If we don't have that perfectly good day, it's a bad day. Why is it a bad day? Because a bad thing happened in it. Careful of that thinking, everybody. Be careful of it. I say this as one who has fallen victim to this trap as well. A bad thing in a day does not a bad day make, okay? It doesn't. You're having a long day. If there's a lot of bad things happening, that's one thing. We can be tired. We can have bad days. But don't let a bad thing happening in a neutral day make it a bad day. Don't let a bad thing happening in an otherwise good day make it a bad day. There can be multiple types of things happening in our days, right? Appreciate the good when it's happening. Work through the bad when it's happening. Take it one moment at a time, all right? Easy to quantify things and feel hopeless. Because when we look back and we think like, you know, we had the bad thing that happened in the day and that made it a bad day. Tomorrow, when we think back on like, oh, I hope today's better than yesterday. Hope today's not a bad day like yesterday was. Maybe yesterday wasn't actually a bad day, right? Before you know it, you've got a series of bad days that might not have actually been bad days, just bad things happened in them, right? Those things still suck. It's up to you to determine what constitutes as a bad day. But just let me offer some food for thought. Because I am one that has definitely fallen into catastrophizing. It's really easy for me to feel like things are black and white. Whether it's due to my condition or just, you know, how I tend to feel things very intensely, you know, emotionally. It can feel like everything's either really awesome or really sucky. But most of the time, in my experience, somewhere in between, you know? Take a deep breath, take a step back, you know, analyze every once in a while, and then get back to it. It's okay. Or, better yet, talk to somebody about it. A lot of times we get that new context when we talk to somebody about it, right? Get their opinion, get their perspective on things. That helps a lot. It can help a lot. Anyway, my fencely ramblings aside, Prince, welcome back. How are you tonight, ma'am? Got yourself started on Diablo 2. Ooh. I don't think I was expecting you to be playing that one. That's cool. How are you enjoying it? It's the only Diablo you've never played? But you've played all the other ones, but not 2? Wow. If I was a more diehard Diablo fan, I would say that's a crime. Luckily for you, I'm not, and I'm not going to report you to the Satan police. No one's coming for you. Don't worry. I'm not going to narc. Mum's the word. Mum's the word, buddy. Slayer Cypher, what's up, man? Welcome back. How are you doing today? It is great to see ya. Do we have points? What should we buy? We can get a marking shot. Deals low single target lightning damage. Oh, he's higher level. Wait, he's the one with the point, right? Oh no, they both have points. Okay, never mind. I was gonna be like, is it because she died when we did that last battle? Okay, we can either get light marking shot, low single target lightning damage, and apply 1 mark, which what does that do? Or we can get powerful. Applies powerful to 1 to 3 allies, increasing the damage they deal for 3 turns. Also gives 0 to 2 charges. Damn, I like powerful. Powerful seems pretty nice. Both of these seem good. I think I like powerful. Let's do that one. Okay. What can she get? That we got. What is this? Healing light. Oh, she gets a healing spell. But it will consume 2 wind charges. We don't have anything that can, or wind stains. We don't have anything that makes wind stains. We just have things that make rainbow stains. Oh, I see. You don't need them, but if you have 2 wind stains, it costs 0 AP. Damn, that's pretty good. Deals low earth damage to all enemies. Medium lightning damage to random enemies. That's cool. That costs 5 AP though. That's pretty expensive. Let's see. This will generate a wind stain. Gosh, she's gonna be the coolest character to figure out how to synergize a bunch of stuff with, man. Like, oh, this is already making my head just spin. Like in a good way. It's like making me think about all the different things that we can set up with her. Which way do I want to go down? Fire charges this way, ice charges this way. And then if we come down here, consume a fire charge, generate 1 light stain. All right, they're light stains. Oh, no. No, yeah. They're light stains, not rainbow stains. Okay. I'm grabbing the healing spell, man. Need to have a healing spell. Okay. All right. Wait, what's going on, Jack? Oh, are you talking about your mom's cat? Oh, she's putting up posters around the building so that like somebody else in the building could adopt the cat. Oh, that would be really nice. And then she could visit. That would be really cool. Otak, what's going on, buddy? Welcome back. Good to see you today. Welcome back to the fence. How was your weekend? Oh, dude, today's a tough day, man. Today's a tough day, but I appreciate your well wishes. Glad to be here so that we can, you know, vibe together a little bit and get some stuff off our chest. We're definitely needing to lift each other up today, Otak. How was your day today, man? Wait till you change your name next month. Gotta be hyped. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, we need to continue. We must continue. Sorry, Ghosty. You had to take your love off the screen. Wait, is he back? Oh, perfect. Let's do it again. I'm sorry, I'm such a killjoy. What can I do? What can I do about it? Nothing but shoot these guys in the face. Let's try a different strategy this time. Instead of using the one character to shoot them both, this way we can get a Lumiere Salt right at the gate. It's not gonna kill this guy. Oh, it almost did though. It almost did, dude. Wow, okay. We blast that one. Now, see, this is where if we had that earth spell, dude, oh, that would be sick, because then we could hit them both. Okay, but we don't, and that's fine. It's fine. We'll just, you know. Wait, how many AP do we need? For immolation, 2? I mean, we're not even gonna need her turn again, I don't think. But I guess we could do this, finish that guy. Aha. Bam, and then.
Feel the burn.
What the hell? That burn damage did so much, dude. It did 80 burn damage. Okay, no, that was really good. That's the strat right there. Oh my God. These new guys are stressing me the heck out tonight. I can't do my own job for 15 gosh darn minutes. For real? Are they struggling to figure it out? Ah, sorry to hear that, Greg. If I had Google ahead of time, I'd have known how to auto map. Auto map? What do you mean? You got to play some game with some friends today, Otak? Nice, man. That's cool. I'm glad to hear that. What'd you guys play? This guy gonna superhero land at me again? I'm ready for him this time. Ready for him this time. Oh. Scarlett said earlier, all of this adulting when I didn't have the chance to fully enjoy my childhood due to trauma and familial platonic relationship issues. Feels like my life's constantly been on go since moment one, and I've never been able to adequately process, rest, or recuperate outside of therapy. Yeah, it's tough, dude. Did anybody else here relate to how Scarlett's what Scarlett's experience is like here that they're describing? I know it's like there's a lot of people that go through that. Some of us are forced to grow up real quick, man. Depending on the things that we go through, we don't have much of a choice, you know? And then we'll spend much of our life trying to figure out how to like catch back up or reclaim things that we feel like we've missed, and it's exhausting, dude. It's exhausting. I think in those situations too, it feels like it's so easy for us to get caught up in all that we can't do. All that we're unable to do, all that's like, it feels like it's been taken from us. And like, we're like so warranted in those feelings. Like we have every right to feel that way, right? And at the same time, I think it does make it all the more hard to still like focus on what we can do, you know? Because like, what else can we do? Like we have to focus on what we can do, or we'll just like stop, right? I'm not talking about like stagnation or like productivity or anything like that. I mean, I guess that stuff would happen too, but like, we'll stop taking care of ourselves. We'll stop believing that we can do anything. And we'll just give into it. And like, there's only one way that ends, you know? Even on the hard days, man, work through what we can, but focus on what we can do. Don't get too hung up on what we can't. But like, it is not a bad thing either to like express the sadness on what we don't have, you know, especially in the things that like, when you're talking about growing up, like every kid should get to have a childhood. Every kid should. I wish every kid could, you know? Anybody got tough upbringings where they feel like this too? I mean, just immolation, dude. I can't believe how powerful that spell is. That's ridiculous. That is bananas. This is why I love you, Fence. He keeps things honest and giving insightful perspectives. And that's why I love it. I can share my stuff and get a different perspective on it. I also learned boundaries and limits because in the past I just used to trauma dump on my friends and expect them to fix me. Oh man, preach it, dude. Now I learned that we are human. And when I feel like that, I save a lot of it too. For my therapist, because real friends are there for you and you can talk, but also realize they're a human. Yeah, can we talk about that for a second, actually? Listen, let's talk about that for a second. We're gonna get out of the battle music here. So, anybody ever have this thing happen to them? Either A, you have been this friend, or B, you have had a friend who has had so much going on that you know, you feel like, oh, I've lost a bunch of friends because they don't want to deal with what I've got going on. What I'm dealing with is too much for them. Or oh, I've got a friend, like I can't stand talking with them sometimes because they always have so much going on. Or, you know, I've had a long day today, but they always have something going on. I just can't talk to them today because I can't deal with what they have got being put on my plate today. Regardless of which of those situations you're in, I think something happens where if you're in scenario A, the first one, you end up feeling after a while like, man, my friends aren't true friends if they can't handle all the stuff that I have to put up to give them. Or, man, I'm a bad friend because I can't handle all the things that my friends got going on. Or 2B, dude, my friend sucks because they just can't deal with their own stuff. 2B is a sucky mentality to be in, by the way. Like, there's so many ways to not be that way, but like if you felt that way, maybe this is like a chance for some reflection here. You know, like don't judge a person because of what they're going through. Work with them on how they can go through it, and if you can't work with that, then, you know, be transparent and do what you need to do if you have to step away or something like that. But don't blame people for things that aren't their fault. Anyway, that's not the point of what I'm trying to talk about right now. So coming back, I think that what Magic Jack is saying here is an important thing to remember. Like, we're all human beings. Even the best of our friends have their limits, right? The best of our friends have their limits. We can have the most supportive friends in the world, right? They listen to us. They're always there for us. They try to help us out. They make time for us, right? And we might think that a true friend should be able to do that all the time. Anytime we call on them, we can always count on them. I can always rely on them. But then the day comes where, like, they're at their limit and you feel like, oh, what happened? This person, like, I can't rely on this person today. What happened? It's not like me anymore. They think that I'm horrible. Maybe I am too much. Maybe I really am. Like, all that can start to like tumble down like a waterfall. And sometimes it only takes one time for that to happen, right? So if you're the person who feels like you've lost a lot of friends because you have quote unquote too much going on, or feel like people aren't good friends because they can't put up with you and the things that you bring to them, even though they're like very real human things that you're just trying to like navigate, recognizing people all being human, having limitations is an important part of feeling differently about that. The most well-intentioned person will not be able to shoulder everyone's burdens, right? Will not be able to shoulder all of one person's burdens even, because they got their own stuff going on too. And it's important to remember that as a person who also has a lot of stuff going on. I'm speaking for myself here. I've always got a lot going on. I don't talk to my friends about everything. I do talk to them about the things that I think would be helpful to talk to them about. But my understanding of that has come from a lifetime of doing it wrong, or putting too much on somebody else's plate, or sometimes not even putting enough on their plate, you know, pretending everything is fine when it's not. And then the results of that kind of messing with our relationship dynamics. It's hard to figure out where that is, right? And everybody's got different thresholds for that. But remembering that you have limits and that their supports have limits, I think is important and crucial in knowing, you know, like being able to see the value of people that are in our lives accurately, and not assuming that they should be able to take on too much, but also not assuming that they don't want to take on anything, right? Or that like there's some fundamental flaw in you that makes you unlovable, which is not the case. On the other side of that, you know, understanding that like if you're being the supportive friend, you feel like you've got a friend who like puts a lot on your plate and doesn't consider what you have on your plate, you have an obligation to yourself to also vocalize that. You know, don't be a dick about it. You know, don't go up to the person and be like, man, you know what? I have all this going on too. Like, don't put your stuff on me. You're always putting your problems on me. Don't do that, you know? Unless somebody's like they're being rude to you or something and you have to like have a conversation that looks like that. Most of the time you don't, you know, but be like, you know, like I really want to be there for you today and I don't know that I can. Here's why. I've got all this going on. I'm struggling, you know? It's better if you can get ahead of that and be like sharing the things that you're going through too, so that another person who's going through a lot understands that, oh, you know, this person has things going on too. And if anything, it makes it a little bit easier to support each other and be mindful of, you know, the balance, because you're both trying to maintain it, right? It's a little bit more clear at that point. But like, you got to communicate about that stuff, man. You got to communicate about that stuff, and you got to keep it in mind too. Regardless of which side of that you're on in those types of friendships and relationships. And like I said, as a person who's been on both sides of it, it's a challenging and tricky thing to navigate. It comes with a lot of feelings. And sometimes you have to challenge those feelings because it's easy to get defensive. It's easy to feel offended. It's also easy to like build resentment. And I don't think any of those things are helpful, but most of that can be worked around by communicating with each other, sort of where you're at, what your needs are, and being honest about that stuff. And then lowering your expectations of other people, you know? Don't expect your friend that's got a lot going on to suddenly not have a lot going on. Don't wait for them to not have a lot going on either. Understand like who they are, what is going on in their life, who you are, what's going on in your life, and how you guys can like mesh. What are the limitations of that? And like be honest about it. Even if it sucks sometimes, like it's good to be honest about it. If you're the friend who you've got a lot of things going on in your life and you want people to support you a lot, be, you know, an understanding of like how much can you feasibly take on when you're going through a lot of things. And if like someone else came to you to put more stuff on your plate, how much would you be able to handle healthily, right? And then sometimes it's about keeping that in mind so that you can temper, you know, how you're showing up in your relationships and what types of support you're asking for people, or from people. Like for me, I know that even my best friend, like, and I've got a couple of friends that I know I could talk to about anything. I will not talk to any of them about everything. That's too much for them. You know, it's too much. I know that. And it's not because I'm too much. It's because they have their lives. I have my lives. We each have things that we have to figure out and navigate on our own. And there are some things that we can bring to each other that we can support each other in, right? That's fair. That's true of everybody. Whatever I feel like I need to bring to somebody else that I can't put on my friends or ask them to support me with, I can talk to my therapist about. I can talk to my mom about. I can talk to my wife about. I can talk to a different friend about, you know? We can spread it out, you know, where different people in our lives can support us for different parts of what we're experiencing. And I think it's important to do that. I've tried to have the every friend before, and it doesn't work. And I've tried to be the every friend before, and that doesn't work either. We're just not equipped for that. You know what I mean? Nobody is. I know I seem like I'm rambling about this a little bit, but I just think that it's an important point to highlight of what Jack said earlier. It saves us a lot of pain and heartache in these situations, and it helps, honestly, to maintain more healthy relationships with people in our lives too. Again, regardless of which side of this fence that we're on, just keeping these things that Jack's talking about here in mind. Learning boundaries and limits, he says, because in the past they used to trauma dump on friends and expect them to fix me, which nobody can fix us but us. Nobody can. All other people can do is give us insight, perspectives, and maybe some advice. They cannot do the work for us, right? And conversely, we cannot do the work for other people either. So we need to stop putting that on our shoulders to fix people. We cannot fix people. We can help people pick up tools so that they can fix themselves, right? That's what we do as supporters. And it's good to keep that stuff in mind. So thank you for the reminder.
Magic Jack. Prince casting skills generates Tony stains. Yeah. Oh, Tony element stains. Yes. And if we generate enough of those, we can summon an entire Totino's pizza to defeat our foes with. Otak Lover, you said earlier that you guys played Repo over the weekend and a bit of Splitgate. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Dude, Repo is so fun. I'm so glad I picked up that game. Although I guess I didn't pick it up. I was gifted it. Who gave it to me? No, I bought that. I did buy that one. Never mind. Thanks, me. You did a good thing. You did a good thing for me. Oh, man. Greg said, my experience isn't one-to-one, but definitely relate to losing childhood due to trauma. It's hard. I still don't quite know how to balance existing as an adult while taking time to claim those aspects of childhood I missed out on. And here's the thing, man. I think, like, obviously if you got robbed of a lot of things because of trauma in your childhood, like you'll have a greater degree of this. But I think that everybody gets to a point in their life where they look back and they think about the things they missed out on in their childhood or that they lost since childhood, and we get to this part of our journey where we're trying to reconnect with it. We're trying to get it back. And that looks unique to everybody who's going through that part of their journey, but I think everybody hits that to some degree. And it's something, I say that because I'm seeing a lot of people go through that right now. I went through that when I was like 28. I go back through it to some degree, off and on, even now. I've seen my wife go through it. You know, I've seen like parents of family members go through it. You know, people talk about like midlife crisis. I think that's part of it too. I think there's different points in our lives where we go through this to some degree. But where it ties, like, I'm not trying to trivialize the trauma experience, because that it's a very real thing, and it does happen to a lot of people. And you know, they spend their lives wrestling with all that they didn't get to do and trying to recreate or get it back or something. And like, I feel that, man. I'm not gonna say I've lost a lot compared to other people in their trauma with mine. I mean, my only reference level is my own experience. So like, that's not a competition or anything like that anyway. But like, I know I've lost some things. I had to grow up fast in some ways. And I've had the thought of like, you know, I wish it could have been different. Why do I have to work so hard? How come I couldn't have just enjoyed, you know, hanging out with my friends or getting to spend time with people without having to freaking manage my emotions to such a high degree? Why did I have to pretend that I wasn't in hospitals when I was growing up, just so that I could continue to make friends, and, you know, people wouldn't suddenly stop being my friends if they found out about this? They're like, why did I have to deal with that, right? Just a couple little examples. And some people have had to deal with things way worse than I have. You know, those stuff is real for people. So again, like I said, I'm not trying to trivialize it, but I'm trying to say that, like, I think a lot of us can relate to this experience of being like, dude, how come I didn't get to have more things in my childhood that should it be normal for a child to experience? You know, how come these things were taken away from me? And then we like try to figure out how to get some of those things back. I didn't used to think about this that much until more recently. From what I learned from my trauma, said Jack, and how I was raised, being angry that I wanted to be loved so much I pushed people away. When they hit their limit and got me into the psych ward, I was so angry, like, oh, how dare you? But I learned that we all got our stuff to deal with and empathize. Like, what if that was me? Learning that from my mom last week helped me understand that more. And every experience we go through is going to help us to widen that perspective a bit more, you know?
Yeah, it's great to reflect on that though, Jack. I'm glad that you do. Mashi, have a good night, man. Bye, Mochi. Mochi's a good nickname for Mashi. I like it. It's kind of cute. He could be a dark Mochi. No, have a good night, man. I appreciate you being here and supporting today. I hope you're able to get a little bit of rest tonight. A lot of streams I was watching at once. I just got back in, and I always feel like I missed so much. Dude, things happen quick in this channel. You know it. You know it. We pack a lot of things into one moment, Kev. We do it. It's okay. It's all right. Don't stress about it. Don't worry about it. Everybody can't catch everything, right? We can't be everywhere all at once. Take the current moment in that you're experiencing right now. That's all you got to do. It's all anybody has to do.
Is that a house?
Looks abandoned.
Oh, that's my house. That's not abandoned. I live there. You call my house abandoned. What do you know?
Nice.
Oh, chroma catalyst. Good, good. Come on, Vince, just one stream. Let us hero types believe we can save everybody. We can handle it, I swear. I care about you guys too much to let you believe that, dude. I care about you too much to let you believe that. Y'all are superheroes. But freaking stop and drink some water. Okay, go to bed. Feed yourselves.
If anyone else made it, they'll regroup there.
Yeah.
I say it because we need you in this world, okay? We need you in this world. And y'all do not be needing to go to an early grave over this, okay? Exactly. I learned self-love and worked on myself and do things for me because it's important to take care of yourself. It's awesome I could be me in here not worried about anything. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You can count on us for that. This is the space for that, dude. You guys let me be me. It's the least I can do for you. You know? But Greg, I hear you, dude. I mean, I feel you. I have to admit, I wish that I could also save everybody and have just this limitless capacity for kindness and compassion and empathy, and I would just be overflowing with resources and, you know, like energy to rally with people and be in their corners and all that. I wish I could, man. I wish I could. The best of us can't. We could do a lot more together, though. And you know, there's that old adage of, like, you know, you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime, right? I mean, it's so cliche at this point, but it's true. Like, when we learn to do with others instead of to do for others, we benefit not only them, but ourselves as well, right? We allow ourselves to have opportunities to rest, and we allow ourselves to have opportunities to grow from the other people, because other people can do things alongside us as well. They can teach us things, right? Here's the thing. Here's an interesting perspective, all of you superheroes out there. To do for is to exercise a certain type of power called power over, right? To do for is you're trying to provide for somebody, you're trying to help somebody, but you're exercising power over them, right? You've got to have a certain degree of more power than they do in order to do for them, right? Now, this is not universally true. I'm not saying that you're above somebody, but when you do for, you are placing yourself in a position to provide something that you feel they might not be able to provide to themselves. Regardless of whether or not they can, that is kind of what you're doing, right? So it is a form of power over. When you're walking beside somebody and you're supporting them, and not doing for them, not fixing or anything like that, you're exercising a type of power called power with, and power with is mutually beneficial. It heals you, it heals them, and it allows you to step back and recoup instead of to constantly feel a pull or an obligation to continue to provide, to continue to give, right? That's not to say that you can't keep giving while you're exercising power with. Your capacity to do so for longer increases exponentially. But, you know, does that make sense? How we use power and position ourselves with that power goes a long way for how it affects those we try to reach with that power. Moral of the story, use power with more. Every type of power has, and there's more than 2 types of it, but every type of power has its pros and cons. Power with is generally pretty mutually beneficial.
This will be useful.
An energy tent. Firmly believe my personality falling into the hero friend archetype is exactly because I don't want any childhood to experience what I went through. I won't go into detail for the sake of others, but it sucked and I don't wish it on anyone. Brother, I think that anybody who tries to help anybody does so with the purpose of being able to ensure that they do not experience the bad things that we experience. I think it's noble. I think it's why anybody in a helping profession, that's why we get into that. Anybody who spends their recreational or free time supporting other people, it's a big motivation in that too, I think. You know? We're trying to channel our pain into something that is healing.
Well, that
can totally relate, man. It's so stupid. Oh my god. I literally cannot stop crying from how overwhelming life is and has been for the majority of my run here. Man, it's tough right now. It's tough, and if you need to cry it out right now, Scar, cry it out, man. Work through it. Let that stuff out. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go, man. What the heck? Yeah, but seriously, it's okay to let that out. You know? It's not gonna be like this forever. It's important to remember, everything is temporary. It's not gonna be like this forever. But if this is what this moment is for right now, man, maybe this is what it needs to be. It's okay, and you're in a safe space to be feeling this way right now. I'm really glad that you're talking about it.
Here we are.
Oh, I literally walked past where I was supposed to go.
The continent.
I don't know why I thought this was just a big window. We have vocal now? Ah, oh, it's good, dude. Man, it's good. The soundtrack's great. Oh, we got more skill points. There we go. Okay. Times like this, I think about Maruki from Persona 5 Royal because I relate so hard to him and his desire to save the world and give everyone the ideal lives they wish for. Sometimes I wish I could do that for myself and everyone around me. I'm thinking about reaching out to a friend. Always okay to do, man. I would encourage you to do that. I would encourage you to do that. In times where I felt like, I don't know if I should like talk to my friend about what I'm going through. I've thought about like what I need from my friend. And I don't know if this is you right now, but I remember having a really overwhelming moment at the end of last year and being like, dude, I don't know that any of my friends could do anything for me right now. Like literally, like I don't know what I could ask of them, but I really want to talk to them. I don't want to be feeling this way by myself. And I was like, okay, well I should tell my friend. And I was thinking about a specific friend. I was like, I tell them. And they're like, then what do I expect them to do? I don't know. I'm gonna tell them. Well, but maybe I shouldn't tell them because maybe I don't want to trouble them with this right now. And I went back and forth and back and forth, back and forth. And I almost didn't reach out to them at all. And then the thought dawned on me. Wait a minute. I can this back and forth that I'm having right now, like I can actually express that. Like I can verbalize that to them. I can say that I don't need them. I don't know what I want them to do. I don't need them to do anything specifically, but I want to talk to them about this. I want to tell them about this, right? I can say that. Because I thought about what it would be like to hear that, and I was like, oh, well, like, yeah, I could totally relate to that, you know? And also being glad that the person told me anyway, you know? It kind of like levels the playing field in a way. And I did exactly that. I reached out to my friend and I was like, listen, before I feel like I need to tell you something and talk to you about what I'm experiencing right now because I'm having a really tough time. But before that, I want to like preface it with like, you don't need to do anything about it. I'm not asking you to do anything about it. But because I'm experiencing it, like I want to tell you, I need you to know what's going on with me because I feel like stuck and I feel like alone in this right now. And you're my friend, and I know you would want me to talk to you about this stuff, even if you didn't know what to do. Just kind of taking that off of it right away, right? This expectation away from it right away, like actually verbalizing that. And then I just told him everything. And his response to me made me cry because he was just like, dude, I am so sorry that your experience right now is so messed up. And like your reality is just like this right now. And then he had like a whole thing to say back to me again, not with the expectation that he needed to make me feel like my problem less problematic or like fix what was going on with me, but like genuinely just sharing back his thoughts of what my experience made him think and made him feel. And it was a really like healing kind of moment that like I felt so much closer to him after that. And I was so nervous, dude. I was so scared of like how that interaction was gonna go and what he was gonna think of me, or, you know, worse, that I was like intruding on his day because I knew he was dealing with stuff in his life too. But there was something about like, I don't know. I feel like me telling him what my expectations were ahead of time, and being realistic about it with what I was going through in context of like where I was, where he was, and what, you know, we were actually able to do for each other. But still noting that like me connecting with you about this in and of itself is helpful for me. I think that made that whole interaction a lot less pressured on both sides than it could have been. And it ended up being one of the most poignant interactions that we've had. I can't remember everything that was said in it. There were a lot of things that were said in it, but I remember how I felt during that exchange. And it brought me a lot of peace, a lot of comfort. And I was surprised at how helpful that interaction ended up being. I mean, I still think about it. And yeah, so sometimes actually being transparent about the struggle of expressing the struggle is a really helpful thing too, you know? Magic Jack, I think I missed you, but I hope that you have a good night, man. Thank you so much for being here and being supportive and sharing your experiences with us today. And keep your head up and your heart strong out there, man. All right, Lune. Let's give you a little health. You deserve a little more health. And then more agility, more might. Yes. Yes. You're going to be powerful, Queen. We need to get you a new weapon, though. He's jacked over here, but he's not naturally jacked. He's got that augment. We need a new weapon for you. Oh, she has a new skill. Perfect. We're getting Earth Rising. Yeah, baby. Brilliant. I guess we should rest too. Why not? We're here. You just said something very key when leaving your impact on others, said Kevin. Most of the time, we don't always remember what they said or did, but we remember how they made us feel. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. True facts, man. I think that's the important thing. I don't know, and I know I'm biased when I say that that's the important thing, because I'm a person who, like, my emotional experience dictates a lot of how I color things and what matters to me and what resonates with me.
An advantage.
And not everybody's like that, but everybody does feel impacted by those around them to some degree, right? And that those feelings are usually what people remember. I don't know which way to go. Should I go down this way? Should I go down that way? Should I go down this way? I feel like this is a side path. Let's try to go down this way first. But yeah, so I'm like, every time I do something, I'm always trying to consider like how what I do or say or whatever is gonna make the other person feel. Sometimes too much so, sometimes I overthink it, you know? But that effort is felt. You know, I do that because other people have done that with me, and it always makes a difference to me. All right, Lancelier, these guys got nothing. Oh, dude, we can just... There we go. We got ads coming up in 5 minutes, everybody. Just a heads up. I'm gonna try reaching out to one of my friends for additional support. I've been crying randomly on and off for years since I was 10, my where it all began age, as it were. So I've got crazy emotional fluctuations that are ongoing. Man, talk about it. I can relate, Scar.
We can use that.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's good to spread out the support. Or the sources of support, you know? Anybody ever feel like when you're overwhelmed, especially when you're overwhelmed, you just wish someone or something could just take all of it off your shoulders?
Interesting.
Like, we know logically that that's not possible, right? But like, we gotta all feel that, no? Yeah, and true. Yeah, Greg said, I don't know. Greg, you're doing a better job than I am with this today. But yeah, Scar, you can always reach out in the peer-to-peer channel in this community too, man. Might be people who aren't with us on stream today they can relate with you better. But whether we're live or not, you can always talk there too and reach out for support. Why did I not attack sooner? That was silly of me. All right, my big man. I heard you like to be shot in the face. Everybody likes to be shot in the face here. It's good. All right, let's do. I want to test out power. For 1 to 3 allies, what determines whether it's 1 or 3?
Let me help.
Oh, probably whether or not I land perfect. Okay. Powerful is a buff that amplifies the character's damage by 25%. Nice. Very nice. All right, and with that. Okay, cool. Let's get the immolation because I want to test critical burn. I know that it'd be better to do like Ice Lance first, but screw all that noise. Oops. Pretend like we got that expedition counter, because it would be a lot cooler that way. All right, wasn't a critical hit. We just did a lot of damage with that attack. Oh, man. Oh, our Pictos. Where are they at right now? Critical burn. Okay. It's maxed out. So, with that, can we go to... It's not skills. Wait, where is it? Where was it again? Lumina's. Oh, we have 3 Lumina points. So, we could give him Dodger, because that one only cost 1. But Critical Burn costs 5. So we cannot give it to Lune, because she only has 3 Lumina points. What gives us more Lumina points again? I forget what does that. I know it explained it to us earlier. Maybe there's a tutorial somewhere. Is it in the journal? No. I just don't remember. Aki, how do we upgrade our Lumina points? I heard you right, Vince. You were saying that one of the hopes that was had from your earlier hospital visits was so that people would accept you and be your friend. If I heard that right, it's such an early and intense experience of extreme things being felt, needed to happen just to have that connection. I would think it must have made you feel like you were so dissonant from those things at that time. I'm reaching here. I think the way that I felt back then was that like I had been expelled from schools, I had been removed from my home, and I had been living in a place with a bunch of other people who had very similar issues to me or even worse, and I thought that I was bad for a lot of those reasons. Like that, all that stuff happening to me was because I was bad. And so I thought, man, if I can get removed from all these places that I could call home or call like a normal place for me to be or let me be around other people because I'm being bad, if
if other people discover that I'm bad, how on earth are they gonna want to be friends with me? So anything that would give them the impression of me being bad, I wanted to hide. And I did that for a long time. So I pretended to be as flawless as possible for many, many years in my youth and in early adulthood. It took me a while to learn. It was actually a lot of it was on this stream where I was learning how to like show my less than perfect sides and tell my story in a way that was able to be understood, that was healthy for me and the people who were listening to it, and was also a way to foster a connection. It's kind of it's a messy process. It was a messy process, because you can do these things wrong, you know. But yeah, I mean, and then that's just one of the ways that I think that it affected me. But I remember that being a big focus of mine. When I'd get the question like, "What's most important to you?" It was always my friends. When I was in school, that was always my answer, dude. And in my mind, I was like, that's a very noble answer, you know, because in my mind, I was saying it as I always cared about my friends, so they're always super important to me. My friends and family, those are the most important things to me. But then when somebody would ask me, what am I most afraid of? You know what my answer was? Being alone. Being alone, my greatest fear, always has been. You put those two things together, it really makes you think, you know? They play off of each other a lot, but they also recontextualize each other. So, you know, I've learned a lot about that and how those two big things really make me tick. And some of it is good, some of it's not so good, you know. Learn to navigate it. But yeah, while everybody has experiences with loneliness growing up and everybody has experiences with wanting to be accepted and things like that, I think I know that my experience with it was slightly unique in the way that I felt the intensity of some things related to that, and how my actions, you know, pushed hard in addressing some of those needs as a result. You know what I mean? I hit the wrong button. What I wanted to do was go to the title screen, because it's actually quite late. We gotta start wrapping up the game anyway. Let's see, who do we got? I want to set up a raid. Man, is it Thursday yet? So we can play more Expedition 33? I'm having too much fun with this, man. I cannot stress enough how excited I am for the 12-hour Claire Obscure stream, which is not going to be this weekend, by the way. If you haven't seen the schedule on Discord or on Blue Sky, check it out. We'll be live today, Wednesday, Thursday, but not over the weekend. This weekend, I need to take some time back for me because I pushed it real hard last week, and I'm very tired this week as a result. So we're just gonna slow down a little bit, and then I'll figure out or reassess when I'm gonna be able to put that 12-hour up. I still think I might be able to do it this month. It might literally be the last Saturday of the month, but I think I might be able to still do it this month, which would be really cool. Let me see. Oh, hey, before I dip for the night and finish my shift, got good news about my mom, said Greg. All right. Her lymph nodes seem to be shrinking and the fluid is slowly draining from her lungs. No new appointment till the 18th. Right on, man. Congratulations to your mom. That is excellent news. And thank you for sharing that with us, man. Oh, dude, that has to be such a huge relief for you. 'Cause I know how stressed you were about that and how scared you were from that, dude, and for good reason. Like, I understand, man. I'm so glad, man. I'm so glad to hear that. By leveling up or using colors of Lumina, oh, that increases your Lumina points. Okay, all right. Save colors till the end game. Okay. Thanks, Aki. I appreciate it. Oh man.
I'm glad you are, because it's a great game. Dude, man, I've just been enjoying it so much. I wish there were like 40 hours in a day instead of 24, so I could just play it more and more and more. If I didn't have this new schedule, I would probably push it and keep playing. But because I've got a big day tomorrow, and I've got a bunch of actually unusual things happening this week, I'm trying to be mindful. I got to keep some gas in the tank, you know what I mean? Didn't know that part of your story. I'm so glad you found the freedom to do that, as messy as it was. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. My God, look what you're doing now, even with all the work still ahead and challenges still. Best of all, you'll never be alone again, even if you think you are. That I am confident to be certain in, based on what I've seen. You know what? At this point in my life, I'm fairly confident in it too. Honestly, is it still a fear of mine? 100%. Is it still my greatest fear? 100%. Do I feel like I am constantly trying to prevent it from becoming a reality? No. Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. I used to have nightmares about it, dude. I'd see people that I love dying like all the time. It was crazy. And like, I can't remember the last time I had a nightmare like that. But like, now I think about it now, I'm like, yeah, that would suck. But it doesn't evoke any like strong emotional response in me anymore, because I just don't believe it can be a reality. I would have to change a lot of who I am at this point for that to be a reality. And there was a point in my life where I could not say that, you know? So yeah, it's liberating. Get your entire workplace hooked on Expedition 33 so that you can continue playing it. Yeah, I'll just get everybody at the Crisis Residence into video games, and then we'll just all play Expedition 33 all day long. Medicaid will come knocking and be like, how come all of your case notes say that you guys are just playing video games all day? And like, not just you guys, the professionals, but like the participants as well. What's happening? Like, how come all of your guys' residents are playing video games all day? Like, it's helping them, all right? It's helping. Oh, man. Who likes trivia? Who likes trivia in this chat? Vince likes trivia. It's a fun time. Who likes Persona in this chat? Persona's also a pretty cool time. Boys, girls, we have got news for you. On Wednesday, not only is Elgoom taking the stream over for the day, but we are also having Persona trivia. So Persona fans, if you want to try your hand at becoming this month's trivia master and get the title of all titles in the Discord server, join us at 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday evening. All right? We'll have Persona trivia. We're starting the stream at 8:30. That's just so we can hang out, get ready, do all that. But we'll be playing the trivia at 9:30 p.m. All right? It's gonna be fun. I'm excited for it. Somebody mentioned Persona trivia like several months ago, and I was like, man, that'd be really cool to do. Now's the day. The day is upon us. Well, in 2 days, the day is upon us. It's gonna be good, man. I hate Persona. Yeah, I know. It's your least favorite game in existence. It's only because Cleric Obscure Expedition 33 exists now. She used to love Persona. Then this game came out and she's like, Persona's garbage. It's actually the worst. What? Trivia and Persona? That I have a shot at winning. Dude, make sure you're here, Kevin. Make sure you're here, man. We're going to make it happen. It's going to be fun, dude. I look forward to seeing you compete. I look forward to everybody getting to learn some stuff about the series. There's some things in this trivia that I
even as a big Persona fan, am like, I had no idea about that. And some of it is, I'm just gonna say it right now. It is series wide. Series wide. All right. The questions are gonna span many games. So it's gonna be a fun time, dude. Look forward to it. Who we rating tonight? Let me see who we got. Who do we got? George is online. Oh, ooh, Jamber Jam's online too. I haven't got to see them in a little bit, and I've been thinking about them. Maybe we should go by Jamber Jam's stream. Show them some love. They're pretty cool, man. It's been a hot minute. Oh my god. Oh yeah, we have to go to Jamber Jam. He's playing this game called Jump Ship, but he's wearing something amazing. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. We're just gonna get in there and you'll get to see it. It's gonna be fun, dude. It's gonna be fun. I've only played 2 and not finished them, but it'll be fun. A lot of them will be, I'll say this, just to reinstill some confidence in you. A lot of them will be on games that you've probably played. A lot of the questions. All right, we're rating Jamber Jam. My friends, thank you again so much for making today a nice day for me. It's been a struggle. It's been a tough day. It's been a long day, but you guys know how to put a smile on my face, and add some light back into my world. You guys do it all the time. So just thank you so freaking much for your support today. It means a lot, and I appreciate you. I want to say too, big shout out to freaking Daddy Sensei, to Faintest of Hearts, Mirrors, Mashi, Kind-Hearted Friend, Daddy Sensei again, Mimu and Jin again, Kind-Hearted Friend again. You guys, for the subs, the bits, all the love, man, I appreciate it so freaking much. You guys just went above and beyond today. Thank you. Check out the merch shop. Check out the Discord. Check out our social media. You know, up your social link game, man. We're on all the good places. You definitely want to be following us on Blue Sky, TikTok, and Threads though, or Instagram, whatever, whichever one you like most. But we're gonna be raiding now. Raid messages are in the chat for you. Grab the one that makes sense for you, and we're gonna show some love to Jamber Jam. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Keep your head up and your heart strong, and I'll see you Wednesday. I cut myself off a little bit there. My bad, my bad. The raid is happening. Show this beautiful man some love.
Up in your heart, Chung. Oh, that's really good. I like that. Oh shit, our ship's on attack.
Have a great